much on my mind. With every step I take, I'm one step behind. And I can't wait forever to make things right. We're separated all day, distracted at night. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. All my friends are into reliving the past, trying to return to times they've already had. But I am looking forward to something that's new, spending all my time just getting close to you. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Heaven help me, I've got too much on my mind. Doing all I can, I'm working all the time. But the weight's so heavy, it's bringing me down. I need someone to come get me off of the ground. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too
All right, guys. This is
Hi.
Going Dutch Radio Network. And guess what? We're back. We're back. We're back and we're back. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We go live every Saturday night. Used to be 9 p.m. Then we were going to do 8 p.m., but it didn't work out. So now we're doing it this way. So we're going to try starting at 8 p.m. every single Saturday. We're doing a new concept, a new cast. It's kind of like a rebirth, you know, like conception. So to the left of me is Blue. How's it going, Blue?
Good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. That was awkward.
Okay.
All right, and to the camera's left, this guy. He's our new cast member. This will be his second appearance. His name is Candy. That's right. That's right, folks. His name's Candy.
I did not nickname myself that, by the way.
That was a lie, by the way. 100% lie. All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We do conspiracies, controversies, and politics. I feel like that's kind of the gist of it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I think so.
Here at Going Dutch Radio Network, you can find us live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. That's right, guys, 9 p.m. Central. Facebook.com. If you like us and subscribe us, we greatly appreciate it. That's how we get more views and more likes. The more people like us and love us, the more we'll love you.
Yeah, sure.
That got awkward. All right, so Blue, what's going on, man? You're quiet. Are you nervous?
No, not at all. No.
We're waiting for the topics.
All right, guys.
Yeah,
So
yeah. We need some guidance.
today's main topics is going to be capital punishment. That's number one. Number two is who wants to do number two? This little one right here.
Homosexuality. Does it occur in nature? Are you born with it? Are you raised with it? What do you think?
No, I thought number 2 was Eric Greitens.
Oh, yeah, Eric Greitens, and then homosexuality.
Did you deliberately put Eric Greitens above homosexuality?
I don't know. That's
No.
Is there something to do with Eric Greitens?
We don't
want
want to go from capital punishment to homosexuality.
Do you guys think
an
Eric
in-between.
Greitens is a homosexual?
I mean, are we gonna start this now?
No.
Why? Because
Later
he's
on.
good looking?
Later on.
Ooh, Candy
Wow.
thinks Eric
I
Greitens
don't know
is.
what to say.
He thinks he's good looking. All right, guys. So let's start with the first topic of the night. I know it's always awkward when we start shows, but it's okay, people. We're live in St. Louis. Let's do it.
It's not awkward for me.
It is awkward. I kind of like it.
It's very awkward.
Capital punishment, people. Capital motherfucking punishment. This is one thing that is interesting, very controversial, because people can go both ways. Not sexually speaking, but I mean, they can.
Is it really controversial, though?
Oh, what? You know how much arguing we're going to have in the next 20, 30 minutes about this?
But why are we going to argue about it? I mean, it should be just, cut and dry.
What
People,
do you mean by that?
I mean people who commit murder and very, very bad crimes to where they hurt other people, they should die. They should get the death penalty.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous?
Yeah.
Well,
Why is that
because first of all, you're supposed to be a conservative who doesn't believe that the government decides anything.
Who says
in
the
your
government
life.
decides it? We have a jury most of the time.
Your government decides to kill you. Your government kills you.
Not all the time.
The state kills you.
Not all the time.
The state kills
all
you.
right.
The jury decides it some of the times, Jeff. Blue.
No,
See, you got me screwing up now.
No, the jury decides it, but the state kills you.
Okay, so what's the problem with that?
Well,
If
that's
you
the
can,
government killing you.
All right. Okay. Wow. See, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait. Okay, so first question.
What do you think?
CJ? We're going to get to it here on Going Dutch Radio Network.
Let's get to it now.
All right, so the first thing, is the death penalty needed? Just cut and dry, yes or no. Blue?
I'll let Blue go first.
I don't know.
That's not a good answer.
For how much
Why
you
is
just
that not a
argued?
good answer?
You said I don't know. Why don't you know?
Because it depends on what somebody does.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, murder.
Okay, do you think some people deserve the death penalty, or what's going on?
How about all the kids that are shooting up these schools? They don't deserve the death penalty?
A lot of them don't get the death penalty
The question is why?
because depends on the state. Each state's different. They all have different policies on the death penalty.
So what's your personal belief, though? You think that...
I don't have a personal belief because if someone said, do you, okay, let's say that there's someone who committed a crime and then they say, I get to decide whether they die or not, I'd probably say no. Because I don't have that.
I actually
I
completely
don't
agree
want to
with you.
have that
Yes.
on my conscience.
I mean, I want to start this topic because I feel like I'm totally, against the death penalty. But the same token, I mean, if somebody personally did something to my family and they really fucked my life up, I mean,
That's
to
a
the
little bit
point where
different.
they murdered, raped all the women in my family and everything, I mean, what would you do? I mean, what would you think? What would
We don't
you
even
want
have to go that extreme. I mean, let's say someone just killed someone from your family. I mean, you got to put yourselves in the shoes of these families, okay?
Okay.
Well, you had a good idea earlier. You said that the family should decide.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: does the death penalty deter any crime, or does the death penalty?
think so.
Do you think?
No.
Do you think it causes the fact that maybe there will be less murders because you might get the death penalty because of it?
No, because I think a lot of people who commit these murders and these horrible crimes are deeply disturbed individuals, and I think it's more complex than that. You really got to break it down and study the individual. I mean, look at Jeffrey Dahmer. Okay, that guy should have been studied, but he was murdered in prison.
Right.
So, I mean, I don't know, but I don't think the people who are shooting up these schools are, serial killers. I don't know what to think, but if they killed these people, they should not get life in prison. They should get the death penalty. It's just going to cost us more money.
So you think, and that's
They should at least have a
interesting.
choice.
That's interesting that you bring it up because I'm going to tell you the average cost of putting somebody to the death penalty and putting them on death row comparable to what it costs to put somebody life in prison without parole. That's right, without parole. But yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty fucking interesting. That's why I want to talk about this because a lot of people have a lot of views and it's emotional. You know what I mean? It is. I mean, think about it. I mean, think of it like in, the heat of the moment. You can, let's say in the court. You're in the court, right? You're in the court, all right? And you just found out there is the murderer that murdered one of your family members, and it's just the most like ridiculous way. Not like he accidentally murdered him like manslaughter, but like viciously went out of his way to fucking murder him for no reason other than because he wanted to rob his house and shit happened, blah, blah, blah. I mean...
Yeah, and if you're killing someone, okay, in a brutal way, that person who committed that awful crime should be killed the same exact way.
Meaning,
death penalty.
So you mean literally eye for an eye?
I do believe that, yeah, but we don't live in that kind of country. But we have death penalty, the chair, lethal injection, mostly lethal injection. But, yeah, I mean, why is that guy allowed to have 3 meals a day, a bed to sleep in, even if it's behind bars? It's costing taxpayers money. Why the hell are we keeping these people alive? Why?
I can understand that. So you think... personally that they have it too easy. Do you think that it's too easy for them just to be able to just sit behind bars and get fed meals and that they're living, not luxury, but they're living a controlled life and they're not going to die the way that you think they should? Is that what you mean? Like,
I honestly don't know, CJ.
Yeah,
but
we'll see. That's the question: is would you rather like die right away or serve a life in prison?
Me,
I think I'd rather die.
If I made a horrible mistake and they said life in prison, yeah, what's the difference? I mean, you're going to be in jail. Your loved ones are away from you. Just kill me. I mean, seriously, put me to death.
So it's really worse doing a life imprisonment than death in some cases.
In some cases,
because
yes.
you'll get
totally disagree.
You'll get raped. You'll get
Not everyone gets
beat
raped.
up. I mean, a lot of people do apparently.
All right, his
I don't
name's
know.
Candy. Okay, he's not going to get raped.
Well, with that name.
There's no way. I don't know. I mean, Blue, so what do you think? As far as capital punishment, I mean, do you think that it is... do you think the juice is worth the squeeze, so to speak? Do you feel like it's enough justice for the family members? Because that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. That's why a lot of people, even though they know it's morally wrong, people will think... I feel like most people think it's morally wrong to have the government, even though it's your peers, I guess, that are putting you to death. But it's literally the government that is ending your life, technically. At the end of it all, when you look at it, that's exactly what it is. The warden's standing there. He's got the he's got 3 guards just to make sure everything's kosher and fine. Have you guys seen what happens during a
Yes.
lethal injection?
Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. And
Why?
you know how many botched...
You really have sympathy for the people that are being put to death?
Well,
I do.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
actually
Why?
quite a few people who killed themselves, like Aaron Hernandez, the guy
Yeah.
from the Patriots
football?
tight
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
He actually hung himself. I mean, there's a lot of suicides in there. They ought to give them the opportunity to say, look, if you don't want to do this, if you don't want to live the rest of your life in this hell, we can kill you.
Well, hey.
We'll save
wait,
money.
Real quick, I thought he ended his life because he wanted to make sure if he killed himself, and I suppose it has to do with the money issue with the Patriots in football. Like, he was going to get a giant life insurance policy for his family if he killed himself instead of doing something else. I don't know if that's fucking true or not. I don't know if I'm making that up, but I've heard that on some news station. God only knows.
I thought he would have lost his life insurance after he went to jail.
There's some weird thing where technically he was still affiliated with football. Even he was still getting paid, so he would continue to get paid if he died, not if he got
And
died.
cigarettes.
Or maybe
A lot
it's
of
the fact.
cigarettes.
Maybe it's the fact that he had everything. He was making money. He was on the Patriots team, and he was such an idiot that he went to prison for the rest of his life, and he just couldn't deal with it. So he killed himself.
I don't know. Okay.
Maybe it was as simple as that. I'll tell you, if I did life in prison,
Yeah.
what's the difference between living or dying? You're not
Well,
living.
No. I
you're,
feel
you're basically dying.
It's a terrible
I
life.
absolutely disagree with you. Yes, it would be a total shift change, and you wouldn't know what to do with yourself because you're controlled. You are told when to be fed. You're told when to get fucked in the ass. You're told everything, right? I mean,
Yeah,
hate
it's
to
all
be,
scheduled.
but at the same time, you're alive. You are not going to be put to death like a dying dog. To me,
so
that's,
you're against capital punishment. 100% against it.
Not 100%. No, I can't be. It's
Like I said, put yourself in the shoes of these families who have lost loved ones due to murderers.
It's not fair. It's not fair for the government to be able to do that. And not only that, I don't feel like it's
Sure it
enough
is.
justice. Because
No.
Obey the laws.
Let me ask you a question though. So let's say, God forbid, someone killed your family. Would you? So you would definitely want them to die,
Yes.
or would you want them just to have life in prison?
No.
I think life imprisonment would
No.
suck ass.
Here's the
I would want them to die.
And that's the thing.
Capital punishment, death penalty.
I totally agree. If that happened personally, just one of my family members, and they were murdered or whatever, just something crazy, some crazy situation, I would have resentment. I just have so much rage. But at the end of the day, I know
You're
that I
gonna
can't. But hold on, real quick. I know that I don't have any. I can't do anything about it. You want to fucking choke him out. You want to fucking kill him. You want to murder him. You want to stab him 100 times. But at the end of the day, you don't. He's going to have a nice lethal injection where the first shot that he gets, there's 3 shots whenever they're during a lethal injection. The first one is a numbing agent to the point where you cannot feel anything. It's like an epidural times 100, right? So you can't feel anything. The second one, you go completely unconscious to the point where you will not know what happened. You can't experience anything.
Sounds
the third
peaceful.
one is the sodium bromide, which is the
It
chemical
sounds a lot more
that-
peaceful than getting raped in the ass.
Well, no, it sounds more peaceful than a lot of people die of, shitty, diseases and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, I agree. That isn't fair. I feel like they're dying a peaceful death.
Well, that's
You
sort of
know?
my point, is that like everybody's like, he deserves to fucking die, but it's like, well, he's gonna die.
Well, hold
but
on.
before he dies, he's gonna live 30 years in a fucking maximum security prison with a bunch of felons
Right.
who are probably gonna run a train on him every day in the shower.
well, if you want my
I
honor,
mean, fucking seriously.
Which is gonna
that ain't
lead to
exactly a picnic.
Which is going to lead to our next topic. I'm kidding.
It's a good segue.
I don't know.
it doesn't
awkward.
matter. Okay, it's the whole thing. If you kill someone in cold blood, just like murder them, you deserve to die. I don't really agree with the lethal injection thing. I think you should die the same way you actually killed somebody. But
So either way,
A
you're
lot of people-
150% away. You're 100% for capital punishment. But with that being said, what if you found out that they're absolutely insane, and they had no idea what they were really doing at the time?
tough shit.
All right, I got you.
I like that answer.
I don't buy that because they use that all the time.
They're on-
Temporary insanity. If someone guns down your parents right in front of you and you snap and you kill the person who did it because you're
Yeah.
able to get to him, that's temporary insanity. Okay, all this bullshit of people, I was insane. That's an excuse most of the time. It's bullshit.
Man, Candy's just fucking
I mean, seriously.
stalling on this one,
Who gives a shit? Who cares if you were insane, you didn't know what you were doing? Is that going to bring my loved ones back? No, it's not. Tough shit. You made a mistake. Go fuck
Wait,
yourself.
What if they're
Yeah.
on death row for 10 years though?
No,
It takes a long
No, no,
time.
no,
to
no.
It does
fucking
take a
get
long
on
time.
death row.
Let me give you a statistic. On average, the average death row inmate who stands in death row before they are executed is 11.9 years.
11.9 years.
Yeah. See, now that's ridiculous. Okay.
Probably away from the other inmates,
And,
right?
and speaking of, yes, it is way
It's like
more
the penthouse
controlled.
of the penitentiary.
So
We're talking about stuff that's completely different, though. That we
Well,
really.
that's what happens,
But
though,
we have
in the
no.
process.
We have no control over it. It's our thoughts of capital punishment. Are we for or against it?
So speaking of money, whether it's cheaper or more expensive, you said, Candy, that you think that putting someone to the electric chair or to the lethal injection will probably be cheaper and an easier option. But in fact, and this is an absolute fact, if you incarcerate somebody and you say they're going to have life without parole, on average, they live 16.9 years before they die naturally because or they get raped naturally. I don't know. They're going to die naturally, life without parole, 16.9 years during the death row, and then you're going to get lethal injection. What did I say before? 11.9 years. It cost $750,000 on average to be in prison, life without parole, for 16.9 years. Guess how much it cost to have somebody in death row and then kill them? Or
Probably a lot more.
$1 million.
No, just guess. Just guess.
I don't know. $1 million.
$2.3 million.
Okay. So
Wow.
It's almost 3 times more.
So let's just remove all that
Mm-hmm.
and find a cheaper way to put these people to death.
Yeah, why does it take so long for people to like die after they've been sentenced to death?
I don't
That's
know.
what I'd like to know.
I mean, it's a great question.
I know a lot of people are like, "Oh, rehabilitation." If you murder someone, there's no rehabilitation for that. Okay, you're killing someone.
So there is part of the process of the courts where you have so many years to be able to appeal it, and it's not 90 days. It's not like 5 years. What's his the Manson, right?
Charles Manson.
Charles Manson recently was able to go up against his last and final appeal for all the shit he was convicted of. How long ago was that? Years ago. Think about that.
Perfect.
So there is like so many years that he's allowed to, that somebody's allowed to appeal before they are put to death, and I think it's like 10 years or something like that. And after that, you're gonna have your last meal and you're going to die.
So you tell me why Charles Manson spent life in prison. I mean, a man like that.
He had a good
that's
lawyer.
That's a perfect example.
Well,
no-
it was more of a conspiracy than him actually doing the act.
it doesn't matter. He was in charge of everything.
But you know what? And the last thing I want to do is defend Charles Manson.
Right.
But he got a life. How many life sentences did he get?
63 or something ridiculous.
And he never killed anybody with his own hand. It was a cult.
Okay,
he was
did
conspiring.
Okay, what about Hitler?
Hitler killed himself. He never went to jail.
No, what I'm saying is that he was an evil man.
Yeah, but he ran a government where he made people do it, whereas these people did of their own free will. They came to Charles Manson. They didn't have to do it.
Charles Manson wanted them to kill.
I'm not saying
those
Charles
people.
Manson was a good guy, but the point is that he ran this cult where they thought he was Jesus or something.
Exactly.
Right.
And he said
He brainwashed,
well,
or do you think he was brainwashed and that so he has
No,
an
he
out?
he
so to speak?
he brainwashed.
I think it was
all of them.
MK Ultra, the CIA, that made him do it.
Real
honestly.
quick, did you just say brainwash or brainwash?
Brainwashed.
All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every Saturday night as of right now at 8:45 p.m. Please chat with us on Facebook. Please subscribe and like us, and go on our website, goingdutchradionetwork.com. Right now, we are talking about capital punishment. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it needed? And yeah, there's a lot of stuff that we need to talk about. So, one thing I still want to focus on. Not just the money aspect and why it costs more. So in 2016, 2016,
I'm listening.
17,250 people were killed by another human in the United States. In 2016, over 17,000 people. Do you know how many people were sentenced to be executed in 2016 and
How
died?
many?
30. So you tell me how the death penalty is working. It's
I
not-
never said it was working. I said I'm for it. With people who commit these crimes of murder and the extreme crimes is what I'm talking about.
Right.
I just don't think they should be able to spend the rest of their life in prison. I just don't think it.
You think it's too easy for them?
It's
Okay.
yeah. I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, they're like, oh, okay. So at least I am alive and I get to spend life in prison. I don't. Some of them don't want to die. They're terrified of it.
Right.
You can look at the courtroom outbursts of people being sentenced. They faint. They cry. They do not want to. They do not want to die.
You're thinking of what was it Dead Man Walking with Sean Penn?
No, I've never even seen that
Oh,
movie.
that's a good movie.
It is. I've actually seen that movie.
Have you ever seen The Dirty Dozen? Because in that movie, it's a bunch of inmates who
fuck each other all like the whole
No,
entire movie.
no,
Sounds
no,
like
no.
a dirty fucking porno.
I'm sure there was a porno made out of it.
Yeah.
But
Well, we might as well talk about true crime with Clint Eastwood.
That was a porno. But in The Dirty Dozen, all these former ex-cons are sent to go fight the Nazis.
Whoa, that's
I think
fucking weird. That's really weird.
I think that's what they should do with the current ex-cons if they want to volunteer for that kind of thing, is go fight for whichever war we're in right now.
And you
which-
think that justifies
Probably not.
versus them being
I don't know.
murdered or by them dying because they
give them
slaughtered?
Give them options. Give them options. Say, do you want to live the rest of your life? And maybe this won't even cause a change in anything, but give them the option. Say, do you want to die instead of being here for 30 years? Do you want to go to the front line instead of being here for 30 years? Give them
I mean,
options.
No, you don't give them any options. You tell
Options.
them what's going to happen to them. Because
But nothing's happening. They're in like some stasis. Nothing's moving. Well, you saw that?
Yeah, I
you know,
agree.
our justice
You
system.
saw the stats?
Our justice system sucks. Okay,
Yep.
some people who
It does suck.
murder
It does
people, they get 20 years, and then they get paroled. And then someone
Right.
who robs a bank without a weepon,
Well,
they get
There's people who are locked
100
up.
years.
There's
I
people
mean,
locked up for 30 years for selling weed.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
But here, this is what's kind of interesting. So right now, people, if you're watching us right now, the viewers, we're live in St. Louis, and we are talking about capital punishment. Is it right? Is it wrong? And we're just arguing with each other, which is what we like. We like rebuttals. Anyway, so one thing I want to bring up. You said, Blue, that I think it was you talking about how someone had money, so of course he wasn't going to get the death penalty. That was Manson, Charles Manson, right? You brought that up. You're saying someone said, oh, he has money, so he has enough lawyers. He has high-paying lawyers to take care of him to make sure he doesn't get the death penalty, right?
No, I didn't say that at all.
Okay.
He did not say that, but I agree that if you have money, it's much easier
the
for
money.
you to get off.
O.J. Simpson.
But see, that is probably my number one reason why I don't agree with the death penalties, because unfortunately, because of the way the courts work, if you have enough money, not that you can just get away with anything, but especially murder, when you deserve something or whatever, you can get a lighter sentence just because you have good enough lawyers. So, and not only that, if depending upon what race you are, a white guy killing a black person versus a black guy killing a white person, the statistics are ridiculous. In Louisiana, the odds of a death sentence were 97% higher for those whose victims was a white guy versus those who was a black guy.
I will
97%.
say, well, I that might be true, but I will say this, that if a white person harms a black person, it's considered a hate crime, whereas if a black person harms a white person, it's not considered a hate crime. So
Yeah, I can see where you're
I think
coming from on that one.
I think they need to get rid of this hate crime stuff.
So jurors in Washington are 3 times more likely to recommend a death sentence for a black defendant than a white defendant. 3 times more likely. That's, I mean...
So where are you getting your information from?
Pornhub?
Okay.
I mean, these are real statistics. I mean, I knew you were going to ask that, and I was going to keep every link to show you, but most of these aren't... I'll be honest. Every single one of these facts that I've read off, it wasn't like, hey, donate to here because we're against this, or don't do this because we're for it. I try to look up legit statistics.
Well, to me, it doesn't matter what race you are. If you commit a crime, murder, or something that is as extreme as that, then you deserve to either go to prison for the rest of your life or you deserve the death penalty, regardless if you're white, black, Asian, Mexican, whatever. It does not matter. And it shouldn't matter, should it?
No, I mean, I mean, justice should be blind. That's why they have the fucking what's that thing where it's like the statue with a woman and she's like she has a
she has a
blindfold.
scale. She's got the scale.
But it's the blindfold thing. It just turns me on.
She's got this. She's got the scale.
All right.
She's got the scale.
So, last thing I want to talk about, the 8th Amendment. Does anybody know what the 8th Amendment is? Does anybody know what it's about?
Why don't you tell us, CJ?
Okay,
I
so
slept during civics.
the 8th Amendment of the United States Constitution is the section of the Bill of Rights. That's right, guys, Bill of Rights. That states that punishments must be fair and cannot be cruel. Well, on that note, I mean, don't you think the death penalty by the government is cruel?
No, I don't.
I mean, or I don't know.
No, because it all depends on what crime you did. And if you're killing someone in cold blood, that's cruel. So why is putting someone to death for doing a crime like that cruel? It's not.
But see, you do agree that 2 wrongs do make a right.
Come on, man. Now you're putting words in my mouth.
I feel like an interviewer that's a piece of shit.
CJ,
No, but
CJ, stop. Come on. Okay.
I mean, seriously, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Like, you can't, just because someone did something wrong,
Well, maybe
no matter how heinous it is, or whether it's, he jaywalked or whether he murdered my whole family, at the end of the day, he doesn't deserve to die. Like, I actually truly believe that.
He does. And you would be saying differently if it was a family member of yours.
The whole Constitution is so open-ended and so open to interpretation. It doesn't even matter. What is your definition of cruel? I mean, come on, cruel? What does that even mean?
Cruel would be,
We're like injecting people so that they fall asleep. Of course, I hear differently. I hear that sometimes they don't fall asleep. Sometimes they fucking feel their lives collapsing.
Hold on.
I have no idea.
You know who deserves life in prison?
Rich Vance. I'm sorry,
Yes.
Rich. I'm sorry, Rich.
No. I just
Look him up on Facebook, people. You'll know exactly what I'm
I
talking
just
about.
read a story of these 2 people who had like a camper or something with a leather chair,
Ooh,
and
like
they
a
were,
casting couch?
I guess, and they were having sex with animals. Put those people on life.
You need to execute
for
them
life.
right away. Execute them.
It's horrible. I mean, there's so many different things that just make you go, "What the hell?"
They were fucking animals in a camper.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
I wish we had that on here right now, but that's not part of the topics, okay? But when I read that, the guy was smiling in his mugshot.
At the end of the day, I'm going to go with my synopsis of what I personally believe, and then we'll go with Blue, and then we'll go with coughing candy. Coughing candy. A cough drop. All right, so at the end of the day, I don't think, it should be an eye for an eye. I feel like two wrongs don't make a right. I feel like, if somebody does something wrong, whether they don't give a fuck and they're the worst person in the world, and they hope that they could kill even more people after being sentenced to the death penalty, or whether somebody truly regrets it and it was partially an accident or it was manslaughter. I didn't mean to fucking kill him. I ran into him with a car on accident. Both our cars collided because, those situations do happen.
Hypothetical. Come on, man.
Manslaughter happens all the time. There's more manslaughter cases than there are murder cases.
Oh, stop. Accidents are accidents. Murder is murder, and you know it.
Anyway, so on that note, I absolutely am against capital punishment. How about you, Blue? What's your synopsis?
Well, I know there's no easy answers for anything that
I
we
know
talk
there
about on
isn't.
this show.
Right.
Quite frankly, I think we're good. We're doing just fine with the way things are. I mean, for what did we say, 17,000 murders.
In 2016,
There was
alone.
30 people who died for them.
Yes.
I mean, it's
Now-
going down
now-
significantly.
Right, and not necessarily for
Because in
them,
the Old
though.
West.
I mean, the
I think we're doing fine.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Well, those guys had bad lawyers. I don't know what to say.
Blue's the most neutral motherfucker ever. God, we're doing okay. All right, it might be a long one or it might be short and sweet. Candy, what's your synopsis of the capital punishment?
You think, you guys all know what I think, okay? But you're sitting here, CJ, talking about, car accident stuff. Accidents are accidents, okay? Each case should be viewed differently, but clear-cut murder cases to where there's 100% evidence that the person actually premeditated, murdered this person for no good reason whatsoever. Yes, I am completely for capital punishment.
Can I ask one question?
Yes.
Where do you draw the line between it was an accident and it was cold-blooded? I mean, there is a line, because let's just say you were drunk driving. Let's just say I decided after drinking 7 beers, I ran into a family in a fucking giant minivan, and I just ruined their lives and killed them all.
Don't you
Yeah,
dare.
that's horrible. And no, I don't believe someone deserves a death penalty for something like that.
Well, thanks.
Of course not. That's an accident. But yeah, you should get some time for it because it's irresponsible on your part. But at the same time, the line and the difference is if someone pulls out a gun and just shoots someone and kills them, why should that person be allowed to live? Why? He killed the person in cold blood. Accidents are accidents, though.
That
So
kind of does make sense to me.
So
I think you're starting to convince me over there. Honestly.
So that's where I stand. You got to break down each case differently.
I mean, honestly, are any of us going to kill anybody? I can't predict the future, but probably
Oh,
not.
man, you never know.
I don't fucking know.
No, I hope not.
See, the problem are those cases where, like, let's say someone tried to break into your house and then you shoot them and then,
Right.
like, well,
Justified.
you fucking murdered them.
No. That's justified.
Well, but there's...
No. Authorities have said that if someone breaks into your home and comes into your home,
Well, then that goes crazy, too.
you
but-
100% of the time almost get away with it every single time.
But here's the thing. But what there wasn't enough evidence to supply that, yeah, he did break in. What if my door was just fucking open and I shot him in the back as he's running out?
there would be evidence.
Oh, but it's not always cut and dry like that.
Okay,
That-
so
that's
you-
why
Well, shoot them in the
these
back is not
cases-
ever a good thing.
Exactly. No, that's
That
what I'm
never
saying.
looks
First
good.
of all, they're going to look at the individual. They're going to look up his record, and most likely he's a piece of shit.
But
who
what if
was
he
breaking-
wasn't?
Then why is he breaking into people's houses?
It happens. There's pieces of shit out there that aren't in the system, so to speak, yet. It does happen. This shit happens all the time. It's in the news all the
You
time.
have to break down each case. But if you had a family, if you had kids in your house, and it's
Right.
3 o'clock in the morning, and you're like, gee, what's that? My wife isn't home. She's out of town. And you see a guy in your house, and you have a gun pointed at him.
That's why I have 2 guns, because I would murder him, yes.
You would shoot and you protect your family.
Absolutely.
Wait, how is that murder?
Wait, so you're against capital punishment, but you would murder somebody?
It's
who
not
broke into
murder,
your
though.
house.
It's not murder. It's self-defense.
No, but you're playing the dove, but you're also playing...
Here's the thing. If somebody is
the gun
trying to end my life,
You don't know if he
I
is.
have to defend myself. Okay, if he's like the Hamburglar and he's like in my kitchen trying to like do weird shit.
He's not in there making eggs.
Here's the thing. If I woke up suddenly Right. This is actually why I bought a gun. Actually, it's an interesting story. But anyways, if I just woke up fucking 3 a.m. and all of a sudden I thought I heard something, and then I just instinctively like I fucking grabbed my gun. I went to the corner of the room and I just waited. You know, just like a fucking sniper, just waited. I'm like, I hope this motherfucker walks in.
No, you
At
go.
At what point is it allowed that I'm allowed to shoot him? Then
You take your gun.
does he have to be attacking me?
No. If he has a weapon, you're allowed to shoot him. But if he doesn't have anything, you point your.
It's 3 a.m. Chances are all my lights are off.
Listen, okay.
Yeah,
you point
you
your
can't
gun.
figure out that he has a gun or not.
Exactly.
You point your gun. You say, "Get down on the ground and don't move."
And suck my dick.
That was the whole Trayvon Martin case, which was such bullshit. That guy should have gone to jail. He
Is it-
fucking ran the guy down.
Here's the thing, Candy. I totally agree with you. I totally
Yeah,
agree
that
with
was
self-defense.
bullshit, too.
I totally agree, with self-defense, and I totally understand partially with the capital punishment. But I don't believe an eye for an eye, and I don't believe 2 wrongs make a right. That's the only reason. I understand morally in the heat of somebody's fucking with your family and everything, and they ruined your life personally. I understand the animosity, but at the end of the day, 2 wrongs don't make it right. It's just you're not going to feel good whenever you watch him die and he's just falling asleep. Like
He actually,
Yeah, it's
he
just-
actually just convinced me. He convinced me that
are you a believer?
no, I'm
I would
fucking
feel good.
serious. That the people who go around and kill other people, they need to fucking die.
Yeah, like serial killer.
Seriously.
It's here's the thing.
What difference does it make?
So,
There's
Hold on,
there's
real
fucking
quick.
children dying in third world countries.
Right.
These fucks need to die too.
This is what last thing I say. I promise because I keep on going with it. Is that once again 2 wrongs to make it right, but
they do.
it's not cut and dry. Exactly. Okay. This one does mean murder. A lot of them you're like, okay, this guy's the worst person in the world. Yes, he totally deserves it. But there's some kind of in that gray area where you're like, I don't know, and it's not up to fucking 12 retards.
Why are who are the retards?
The 12 people that decide. The 12 men in the court
12 men.
that are interviewed before they get to decide and vote whether somebody goes to the death
So-
The
penalty.
lawyers
So
get
wait
to
a minute.
decide.
and
pretty
the lawyers
much.
get to decide it.
So
Well,
wait
the
a
lawyers
minute.
get to decide.
So wait a minute.
They get to decide.
Okay, they're not retarded.
It's-
I'm sorry.
They get to decide.
They're not. They're not retarded just because you don't agree with it.
No, I'm not saying it. You don't know it, but it's not. It shouldn't be up against 12 fucking people. 12 people shouldn't decide that. Once again, lawyers get to pick.
Only 30 people
What happened?
died out of 17,000.
They're hearing a case, though.
Only 30
The jury's
people
hearing
died.
a case.
That is a
The
drop.
jury is the 12 people. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
so
drop
what?
in the fucking bucket.
Who should it be up to?
It shouldn't be up to anybody. That's my point.
Okay, so what should happen to the person
So you're pissed
that
off.
commits the crime? I'm just saying. What should happen to the person?
I feel like the worst thing
commits the
that
crime.
should be able to happen is life without parole, and they get to rot and die in prison.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
all the freedom of being able to walk outside in the free world's gone.
we saw how much it costs to be on death row. So it'd probably be cheaper for them to have a life sentence.
It would be.
And it'll
but,
save us money.
but at
So,
the end of the day, I understand.
For some
We're-
people, it would be better to spend life in
I have
prison.
no idea.
like I said, if they happen to me and I murdered somebody accidentally or purposely, yeah, I hope I get the fucking life sentence because I don't want to die. I get that, but because of the death penalty is not because I murdered somebody. The death penalty did not deter me or make me want or not want to murder somebody.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, the death
That-
penalty does not.
That's the reason why the
deter
death
anybody.
penalty started is because we got to do something to where murderers are not going to want to murder. Let's do the death penalty. That hasn't fucking stopped anybody.
Or we could have The Purge, like the movie The Purge. No,
Ooh.
I'm kidding.
Like once
No,
a
that's
year?
actually good.
No, that's a stupid idea.
That Candy wants.
No, I do not want. I do not.
I'd
do not want that.
be on an airplane on the fucking purge night. I'll tell you that right now.
I'd be in Fiji. Everything seems perfect in Fiji, including their water.
Oh, they have a really good golfer.
well,
From
that
there.
just. I mean, that just goes to show you all these stupid movies coming out, like The Purge. I mean, I've seen them. Okay.
We need to move
just
on to
makes no
Greitens,
sense.
don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I knew that was going to be a long topic, and that's completely okay because
Okay.
there's a lot of animosity. At the end of the day,
No. Well,
I understand where you guys are coming from.
Yeah.
well, no. The
Well,
problem,
let's end it. Let's end it. Okay.
no one has an absolute answer because it is on an individual basis, and it costs more to be on death row. Okay.
No.
That's the thing.
But
is
really-
that you're very conservative. You're kind of liberal.
But the punishment shouldn't be based on money. I do like to bring it up because people are care about monetary
No,
things.
to me, it's a moral stand. some moral standpoint.
Well, morality says that you should not kill people. Thou shalt not kill.
Can I ask you
I'm not the one killing people.
Wait, can I have one more scenario? And it's a scenario, but I bet
All
you
right.
it's happened somewhere.
Last scenario. All right, go
Apparently, Candy's run the show.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Well, we've been talking about it for 45 minutes.
Remember that we only have 2 main topics to talk about and 1 subtopic.
Well, the next one.
I want to talk about Eric Greitens for an hour.
Well, the other one's going to take a long time.
Eric Greitens, half of it, the first 30 minutes will be how good looking he is.
Hey guys, vote for me. I'm Eric Greitens.
I was a Navy SEAL.
All right, what's the scenario?
Okay, so imagine somebody breaks into your home, but let's say it was a person trying to escape from somebody that was trying to murder them, but you thought they were trying to attack you when they were just trying to cry for help, and you fucking shot them.
How am I supposed to know that?
Exactly. Now, but
The
at
odds
the
of
end of the
that
day,
happening are pretty low.
it is. But I bet you it's happened out of fucking 7 billion people out there.
Sure.
I'm sure there's just.
Sure, it's happened, and I would.
And the court, no, not you. The court gets to decide after you shot them because you thought you were defending yourself whether.
I guarantee I would get off.
Well, I know you're going to get off. I mean,
No, I'm saying
In
that
jail.
the person,
But it was-
regardless who he was running away from.
but justice doesn't work that way. It's not always cut and dry. You can't hit a yes or a no button. People get to decide against that
CJ, people give these hypotheticals. What if?
because it happens.
And
though.
it's all bullshit.
It's not bullshit. This shit happens. These crazy
When?
cases happen.
when.
Oh my God! Am I really going to look at that?
Can
Has it
I
happened to you?
please? Can I
Has it-
please
has it
interject
happened to
something
you?
here? Now, the point is
Yeah, as long
that
as you don't say it like that again.
now the point is that
Think-
Cody is
CJ.
CJ is against the capital punishment. But look, there's only 30 people who die. 30 people out of 17,000
But
murders.
legally,
That's pretty fucking good.
tomorrow,
So this guy,
somebody could pass a bill and say every single one of those people in death row are dead tomorrow. Boom.
Hey,
Done.
Both of you should be happy.
So
It's
wait
a very
minute.
nice
so
medium.
someone's running away from someone. They decide, oh, I'm going to throw a rock through that window. I'm going to climb into it. Hey, I'm trying to escape from this guy with a gun. Come on.
No. Okay, imagine this, because this almost happened to me about 2 weeks ago, and I'm not lying to you. It's a weird situation.
Okay.
Okay, so there was a person that was, I'm not kidding. They were briskly walking. They were walking real fast, like a fast pace.
Are you fucking serious?
I swear to God, in my life, I was in the driveway. I was looking at Jupiter and its 4 moons in my telescope. It's 100% pitch dark at about 1:30 in the morning, and they were walking towards me. And all of a sudden, they come up. And I imagine my eyepiece in the telescope. It's really dark, but I could see in the corner of my eye. I'm like, what the fuck's going on? All of a sudden, they come up to me. Right?
Yes.
And they asked me what time it is. I swear to God, that actually happened.
He asked what time it is.
Yes.
Okay.
Or was he hitting on you?
Did that give me the right to be able to murder him? Because he walked on my property and then he was facing me. So am I allowed to shoot him? Because what if I thought maybe he had a gun?
Well, now
I
you're
didn't know it was
kind of
pitch
going.
dark.
Well, you're
Oh
going in
my-
a different direction
no.
now. This is
Of
about
cour-
the
of
whole
course you
right to
don't.
shoot somebody.
But at the end of the day,
argument.
if I was sentenced, at least I don't have to die thinking. I don't have to die from the government thinking that, I'm going to get the death penalty and they're going to murder me because I thought I was defending myself. Those situations really do happen in places not like in the South or more
Not
than
very,
North.
not very often.
Often enough. One is all it takes.
Where are your statistics? I mean, where's the information?
I'll get it during the break.
Okay,
It's gonna
okay.
take me a little bit.
We
I
will.
I've looked it up.
No, no,
I'm
no,
not
no,
making
no,
this
no.
up. Hey,
No, no.
Don't tell me it has never happened because
No,
you know
no.
it has
I'm
had to
sure.
happen.
I'm sure it's happened. But here's the thing. Next week's topic, we'll get these facts together and we'll go over it briefly next week. Okay.
That and we'll organize our dick pics and then we'll rate each one.
I agree.
What do you think, Blue?
I think that you guys are insane.
So, capital punishment part 2, statistics, facts, next week.
Next week, guys. Capital punishment part 2.
I mean,
I got it under.
it's
I got it.
perfect.
But
It's
he's saying-
perfect. There's 17,000 murders. 30 people go to death row.
Okay.
That's pretty fucking good
all right. We
for
don't
both
have to,
sides.
We don't have to talk about
You
it.
got
We could do a
30
little 10 minutes.
you
You
got
sound like
thir-
Trump
you-
for both sides.
You got
know?
30 bodies. You got 17,000 minus 30.
But to
who
him, that's
don't
not enough.
die.
That's not enough deaths. You got to have 17,250 deaths
The-
for every 17,250 murders.
You want more deaths?
I'm not trying to make you sound
Really
like a
want
dick,
more
but I'm
deaths.
just that's the realization
but-
that we live
but
in.
the thing
You say
is-
eye for an eye.
But the thing is, I'm
being
not.
such a
I'm not a
dick.
dick. It's you take someone's life away, murdering them, clear-cut murder, why should you be allowed to live?
Sorry, I just want to interject one thing.
like the fifth time I said
Here's what
Yes.
pisses me off is when someone kills somebody, they don't get a life sentence, they get off in 5 years and get probation. Why don't we talk about that?
Well,
fuck,
yeah.
fuck
Yeah,
the,
of course
Yeah,
that's
that-
fucking
fuck
ridiculous.
the death penalty.
That happens all the time.
Fuck the death
Of
penalty.
course
What
it
about
does.
this shit where they get probation after 5 years? We need to talk about that.
Well, that's
fuck
money.
capital
Well,
punishment.
yeah, that's
if
manslaughter at its
they get
finest.
life or they die, that's fine. But when they kill somebody in cold blood, and it was premeditated, and
Yes.
then in 2 years they're walking
Yes,
free.
I totally agree.
What the fuck is that about?
I totally agree against
Nobody
total
talks
punishing.
about that.
No, but because there's too many of those cases,
Yeah.
and even though he thinks it's very rare,
It's
all
about-
these cases.
No.
are rare.
First of all,
Some good lawyers.
I do not think what he just said is rare because that does happen all the time, and it is bullshit.
yeah.
The justice system.
That's what pisses me off is
It
when they get to
sucks.
walk after that because usually they commit another fucking crime and they commit another and they commit another.
We can
And then
talk-
it doesn't fucking
You're
matter.
right.
We
You're
can
right.
talk
And it goes
about
on and
this.
on and on.
Oh,
we
no,
can
no,
talk
no,
about
no,
this
no.
all night. It's just
No, that's what we need to talk about is people getting, not getting the life sentence or not getting the 40-year sentence. They get a fucking 5-year sentence.
I agree.
And they fucking
it's ridiculous.
shot up a whole family.
I mean-
And it happens all the fucking time.
Okay, we're beating with the dead horse, but we might as well talk about it for 10 more minutes and then go on break because we're gonna
No.
have to go. No, we have to. We only have 2 more topics to talk about.
What about Greitens?
We're gonna talk about that after the break.
Sorry, I'm being weird.
It's okay. It's funny.
So, we can end the capital punishment. We've talked about it for a while. We all know where we stand.
Actually, we all
We d-
stand on the same level with the people who get
We-
off after
yeah,
5 years.
absolutely.
5
I
to
do.
10 years.
I'm
and
glad we
I
came
mean,
on
that shit
agreement.
happens
I
all
be-
the fucking time.
I believe an eye for an eye to a certain point. I don't feel like the government should be allowed to murder people. That's it. That's it.
Okay. All right.
So you're a libertarian?
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, those roads, those
Wha-
people walking, they jaywalk.
Why are these labels libertarian, conservative? That's just what that's your opinion. That's fine.
because it's fun having a label.
It is absolutely, and I totally agree. People shouldn't have labels.
I'm a neo-liberal,
Except-
libertarian, conservative, liberal, Democrat, Republican, independent.
Right.
Oh God, I'm thirsty.
All right,
Yes,
guys.
I am.
This is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every single Saturday night at roughly 8:30 to 9 p.m. Central. That's right, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Central, live every single Saturday night. Please subscribe to us on Facebook and like us. We greatly appreciate it. We are live right now in St. Louis, Missouri, or Washington. Sorry, I just want to say that. I can't help it.
I want to give a shout out to all the people who still have pubic hair.
I will say this: if anyone ever wants to call the show or respond to what we're talking about,
No shit.
Absolutely.
please.
What do they call? Who like?
They
What's the
go.
number?
All they have to do is they go on Facebook. They look us up, our fan page, Going Dutch Radio Network, and then instead of chatting with us on Messenger, there's a little phone icon, and you hit the phone icon, and guess what? You're gonna be connected live, Going Dutch Radio Network.
I would love for.
We'd
that
love to get
happen.
some other views,
Love
some
for that to
different
happen.
views.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah,
Hey,
instead of these two guys, fuck. Myself included too.
Yeah, that's right.
I have stupid points of view.
All right, so CJ, are we taking a break or what are we doing?
it's up to you. Do you guys want to take a break? Or you want to talk about Eric Greitens and him being a gigolo?
Let's take a little 5-minute break and then come back.
All right, guys. Apparently, we're going to take a little fiver, and a fiver means really a 10. So, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We talked about capital punishment for the past 47 minutes. We will be right back. We are going to take a short commercial break. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every single Saturday night. That's right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Watch us live every single goddamn Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. This is Going Dutch Radio Network, people. Our website's goingdutchradionetwork.com, facebook.com. And I'm begging you, all the live people, we're going to chat with you right now during the break. And if anybody wants to call us live, please go on facebook.com, go to the messenger tab, act like you're going to chat with us, but instead hit that phone icon, and then you'll be able to call us. Please do that after the break. We greatly appreciate it. We want to hear your views. We really do. We absolutely do. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We will be right back in about 10 minutes. On the next, after the commercial break, we're going to talk about, is homosexuality natural? Meaning, is it right? Is it wrong? Is it natural in nature? And we're going to talk about Eric Greitens as well. That guy from St. Louis that got away, at least to me. All right, guys, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We will be right back in about 10, 15 minutes. We'll see you guys in about 10 minutes.
every step I take, I'm one step behind. And I can't wait forever to make things right. We're separated all day, distracted at night. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. All my friends are into reliving the past, trying to return to.
All right, guys. Once again, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. We are taking a small commercial break. We'll be right back, guys, in about 10, 15 minutes or so. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We'll be right back.
And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late.
All right, guys. So apparently we are completely amateur here. We are still on a commercial break right now, so we'll be back in about 10 minutes. But apparently my music will not play. They won't play in a row. So this is Going Dutch Radio Network, guys. We'll be right back in about 10 minutes. I promise. If anyone's watching right now, I greatly appreciate it. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We are live every single Saturday night at 9 p.m. Central. That's right, guys. Live every single night at 9 p.m. Central. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We're taking a small commercial break, and I promise we will be right back.
This is the end of the old time, and that good luck feeling is what I'm feeling. And I woke up in the morning today. Could be the sunshine in my eyes. Could be you right by my side. Things are looking up today. Things are looking up today. I'm not stalling, I just got the call and I'm up and on my way. I'd hit the clock if I had to, but the way I'm feeling it would be stealing if we missed out on the day. Could be the sunshine in my eye, could be you right by my side. Things are looking up today. Things are looking up today. Instead of staring out the window, let's get outside, let's go. Would be stealing if we missed out on the day. Could be the sunshine. Could be the caffeine. Could be love. Could be the music. It could be a high. Could be I'm half out of my mind. But things are looking up today. Things are looking up today, maybe, yeah. Things are looking up today. Things are looking up today. Heaven help me, I've got too much on my mind. With every step I take, I'm one step behind. And I can't wait forever to make things right. We're separated all day, distracted at night. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. All my friends are into reliving the past, trying to return to times they've already had. But I am looking forward to something that's new. Spending all my time just getting close to you. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. I don't wanna deal with contradiction. I've got my narrative, I've got my fiction. You could say anything you want, I would listen. Oh, I wish you'd kiss me by surprise. Say you love me, then roll your eyes. I am a slave to the situation, to the point where I've lost all patience. I can't deny just what this is and what this isn't. Come on, tell me something, a word to the wise. Tell me you need me, then roll your eyes. There are many lives to live, lots to share and gifts to give. I would like to multiply, but I am in division. Into my head rose something that I was almost touching. What's worse than wasting time? Feeling nothing. Come on, say the words though. They may be lies. Say you love me. Tell me you love me. I need you to love me, then roll your eyes. Roll your eyes. Roll your eyes. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way. When I woke up, my first thought was, when could I go back to bed? Then I got up and looked at you and said, no, it's not gonna end this way. When I'm working and looking at my phone, people talking around me, I don't know. There's no it's not gonna end this way. In the evening, I'm feeling life is full. There's a reason for being, I'm understood. But I am yawning, half awake. I don't want to go to sleep. It's late, I'm thinking. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way.
All right, guys, and we are back. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. That's right, guys. Going Dutch Radio Network. We are back from commercial break. We had a little bit of a feud, almost like a family feud here at the Dutchman Studios.
It
We
wasn't
talked
a feud. It was just kind of a disagreement, honestly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right.
We're all friends here. Come on.
We talked about some capital punishment. Is it right? Is it wrong? Would it look good in a thong? Yeah,
Would it
capital
take
punishment.
a hit off a bong?
Yeah, capital punishment. Is it right? Is it wrong? I thought it was absolutely wrong. Blue, of course, is kind of like, you know.
Whatever.
And then Candy's like, death, 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 death.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, to be honest, CJ, you'd probably like to see rapist fucking get a 30-day, what is it, fucking sentence. Pick up trash off the highway. Isn't that right?
I'm CJ, and I don't approve that message.
What about
Okay,
Eric
whatever.
Greitens, guys?
Oh, Eric Greitens.
Blue wanted to talk a little bit about Eric Greitens. We're going to go to a video right now, and then we're going to let him do his little rant over there.
Absolutely.
A rant. Does anyone want to hear this? I know I don't.
Right before we play this video, Blue, can you tell me who he is and what's going on and what's the controversy that's happening?
Did you guys not study up at all?
I don't know. Maybe the
Jesus
viewers don't know about it.
Christ. Okay, so Eric Greitens is the governor of our state, and if you're out of state, if you're out of the state of Missouri, he's the governor of Missouri.
Okay.
And so anyway, the Democrats decided that they didn't like him, as well as the Republicans decided they didn't like him. So they came up with this, what do you call it? They were trying to convict him of taking a photograph of a woman he was fucking while he was married. And they were saying that he was going to use the photograph as blackmail
Wow.
so that she would not rat him out, that they were having an extramarital affair.
Well, it looks like somebody ratted him out.
So one would think that he's definitely going to be kicked out of office and that his life's going to be ruined as far as his career. But guess what, people?
His career's getting better by the minute.
I know. It's fucking ridiculous. Thanks to Trump.
Well, no, thanks to the Democrats. The Democrats keep they keep dropping the ball on every fucking thing. What the fuck is going on upstairs? Is this the Blair Witch Project?
No. Rocky's playing with his bone. Go on, Blue.
But anyway, I just want to say that I didn't vote for Eric Greitens. I am against right to work. So I'd vote for any Democrat who runs against him in the state of Missouri because I am against right to work. I believe in unions. But I will say this. This charge against him was such bullshit that I actually felt sorry for the guy. Because all that he did was he fucked another woman while he was married.
Right.
All right. It was two consenting adults, which is a private affair. Probably shouldn't really involve his public life. It doesn't really affect his ability to serve us in office.
Right.
It's something that he does outside of the
He's
office.
serving someone else.
He is.
Oh, he's
someone
serving
else.
all right.
Apparently so. And what they're suggesting is that he took a picture of her and he was going to use it to, blackmail her, and so that she wouldn't come out and admit to the media that they were having an affair, which they never found it on his phone. There was no photograph on his phone of the woman.
On that note, this is Governor Eric Greitens, Missouri's governor.
This is a terrible speech, by the way.
He
Or whatever
is
you wanna
about
call
to
it.
make a statement that you folks are about to watch.
A terrible statement.
After the invasion of privacy charge is dismissed. And that note, guys, let's get a good listen in.
This is terrible.
It's awesome. I love how Sean McGovern's playing in the background.
Today, prosecutors dropped the false charges against me. It's a great victory.
Okay, let's
and
pause
it's
this
been
real
a
quick.
long time.
Sean McGovern, local native. He always likes to he likes to wail. There we go. All right, guys. This is amateur radio at its finest. And we are back.
This experience has been humbling. And I have emerged from it a changed man.
That noise was a chat.
In all of our lives, we have to do with pain.
Mm-hmm.
And if we work through it in the right way, we can work through pain and find wisdom. In all of our lives, we have to deal with suffering. If we deal with suffering in the right way, we can emerge from suffering. I also believe, as I think many people of faith do, that even in the hardest and most difficult situations, we can find tremendous blessings.
He's like yawning right there.
Above all, I am sorry for the pain.
Look at the guy's
that
pants
this
behind him.
process
Those pants are
and
blowing
my
around.
actions have caused my family, my friends, and the people of Missouri.
There's a helicopter.
I am also tremendously grateful for the extraordinary courage and patience of family and friends and people of faith who have all recognized that in time comes the truth. We have a great mission before us.
Jesus.
And at this time, I'd ask people
I think we get the
to
point.
come together.
Is this not the word? Like, all right. If I can just put it into context, the guy just won a big fucking case. Like his balls were on the table and they could fucking cut them off with a cleaver, and his balls were just brought back when the cleaver went down. He is back. He just beat the system. He just beat the Democratic Party that is trying to unseat him. And this is the best fucking speech that he gives.
Well, you have to think he just got
He's
out of a court. He just literally walked
still,
out of court.
He's still the governor, and he's still a politician. He should have been like, yeah, they were trying to smear me, but I won. Like, he should have gone all Trump on him, and
Right.
instead he's acting all meek and shit. That is one of the worst post court speeches I've ever fucking heard in my entire life.
Well, I mean, think of it this way. I mean, what the fuck? Ryan Isbell. Sorry, I'm going to break this up for a second. Ryan Isbell. Do I still vape? One of our listeners, he asked me if I still vape, if I still suck on that douche flute. No, I don't. And what do you guys want to comment back? Real quick.
Well, for a minute there, I thought it said, do you still rape? But then I zoomed in. It said vape. So thanks, Ryan, for asking that question.
All right, guys. And on that note, this is Going Dutch Radio Network. You can watch us live every single Saturday night, 9 p.m. Central. Thank you guys for listening. We greatly appreciate it. And we are talking about Eric Greitens, the governor of Missouri, who got charges dropped. For one thing, he had the sex scandal that pretty much almost ruined his career. And then they tried getting him for another scandal, or not another scandal, but I guess a civil suit, right? That's what it was. That's the charges that were dropped. And of course, once again, justice doesn't fucking prevail. It's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, I think he should have gotten off. I mean, he didn't really.
Well,
do
he got
anything.
off. Oh, he got off all right.
Twice.
I mean, you shouldn't get in trouble for fucking a woman if you're in office. You know, I mean, that's your own personal business.
I guess.
Before the next topic,
Unless
I
it's
would like
against
to,
their.
Yeah, go ahead, Candy.
I was going to say, before we introduce the next topic, I'd like to talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
we're going to be talking about homosexuality, and that's our next topic. And before we do, we're going to play a clip from Religulous, which I really think the clip is really funny. Bill Maher. I don't know if anyone knows who that is, but he has his own talk show on HBO. You can check it out on 501. That's HBO.
501.
That's the channel that I have. And we're going to play this clip. And if you guys want to respond, we want your thoughts.
We do.
And this clip pretty much explains itself. I'm not going to even explain it. I want you to watch it, and then we'll talk about it, and we'll get our views on it. So, CJ, why don't you play this clip for us?
Okay, people. All right, guys. So the next segment, I don't want to just play this and just not have any background whatsoever. So
We'll give the background.
The next segment, the next topic, the main topic of the night, or to end us out, or to play us out rather, isn't just Bill O'Reilly. It is homosexuality natural? Okay, we're gonna be pounding this from all we're gonna be pounding this from all angles here. So, is being gay a crime? Is, being treated by the government fucked up because of taxes, marriage, the government, etc.? Are you born with it? Are you raised gay? There's going to be a lot of stuff we're talking about. But first, we're going to be playing this video that Candy definitely brought up to me and that he wants to bring up and talk about with you. This is Bill Maher, and this is him on homosexuality in religion. This is the movie. What's the name of the movie, Candy?
Religulous.
Let's get a good look at it, and we'll find out exactly what's going on. I'm pretty excited about you guys, so let's get a good look at it.
I like the clip. You got to play the whole clip.
Will do.
So, of course, the reason why we're here is because you're, I guess we would say, ex-gay. You used to be gay, and then you married someone who used to be a lesbian, and you have 3 children, and I guess the jury's out on them. Okay. And would you say it's just like any other marriage of 14 years? You never have sex?
Oh, funny. Ha, got that. I don't classify myself as ex-gay. I'm a heterosexual guy who dealt with some homosexuality.
I just want to say real quick, Bill Maher, he's one of my favorite comedians / people of all time. He's super liberal, and it's not because I like him. It's just he's a very interesting
He makes
person.
a lot of good points. And my own belief in this clip is this guy is a homosexual. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you'll be able to tell by listening to him he's just fighting it because he thinks it's wrong.
Right, and it's interesting how he's defending religion so much that he believes that he's heterosexual because of the religion that he believes in. So we're going to finish this, and then we're going to talk about homosexuality, some gay stuff, and is it right or wrong, or is it natural? Let's get a good look at it.
Okay, so the people who come here are people who are wanting to do what you did. They want to reform their life and lead a heterosexual life.
Mm-hmm. But I will be honest with you, the reality is a lot of people come here and go right back into whatever they came from. And we don't just deal with
Because
them.
they're gay.
I believe that it's sin.
Excuse me, but don't you have it, no pun intended, ass backwards?
Meaning?
I mean,
Heyo.
meaning homosexuality is something that occurs in nature.
I was out bird watching, but I'd rather watch you.
Why don't you come over and get some?
Man is who wrote the Bible. Nature made gay people.
Nobody's born gay. There's no scientific...
Really?
form.
Have you ever met Little Richard?
But you know what? We can look at creation.
Real quick, I'm going to stop it at this point, and don't worry, the viewers are looking at us right now, hopefully, if I got this view right. Real quick, how he ended that. Do you think being born gay is totally fake? Real quick, I mean, just a little synopsis of what we're going to talk about a little bit later.
What do you mean by fake?
Do you think being born gay is a thing, or do you think it's not a thing?
I think it's highly possible, but I don't know.
What do you think, Blue?
I don't know.
God damn it. Have a goddamn...
I did earlier, the Greitens opinion, but we
Let's finish the
we
clip.
cut that one off, didn't we?
Well, it wasn't me. On that note, we're going to keep on playing this... the movie Religulous. I can't say it.
Religulous.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And the next topic we're going to talk about after we play this video, if we get through it, is homosexuality. And is it real? Is it fake? Are you born with it? Is it natural? And is Blue going to rip somebody's head off?
And then we're going
And
to
say,
get
what's
into
the
the real
normal
good
order?
stuff here.
A man has a penis, a woman has a vagina. Let's just be blunt. There's no scientific data that proves that anyone is born. There's no gay gene.
And you also discovered the gay gene?
Yes.
This is all coming from the Bible.
Right.
Which you believe to be the Word of God.
I do.
All of the prescriptions against homosexuality come from the Old Testament. Jesus never said a word about homosexuality. And if it's so important, why didn't he ever bring it up?
We could pick lots of little things that he didn't specifically talk about.
But this is a big thing.
Let me stop this whole thing. I'm not sure what your documentary is about, but if it's to
I gotta stop right here. Otherwise, people are gonna be like, "What the fuck are we watching?" We can't play 4 minutes of just Bill Maher. Otherwise, people are gonna think that's what they're watching. I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Do you guys think that because of religion is the reason why, homosexuality is frowned upon? Do you think that's part of the reason, or the main reason?
Absolutely. Yes, it's about, a lot of religious people, and I'm someone who believes in God and Christ. I don't really believe in organized religion, but,
yeah.
I think a lot of religious people feel justified by making people feel bad because of their religion, and it's like that across the board, and especially with homosexuality. A lot of them are probably homosexuals themselves, but they, like this guy, he's extremely religious, but he thinks it's wrong, so therefore he's fighting his urges, and in the clip, you're going to see some signs of him being a homosexual, in my opinion. But yeah, religion absolutely has everything to do with making people who are homosexuals feel bad about themselves. It's a big portion of that. Yeah, so keep going with the clip, and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Blue, real quick. What do you think?
I don't know.
Blue, what's wrong?
I don't know. It's fine. Play the clip.
What do you believe? Real quick.
I don't know. I don't know what I believe.
Well, we're going to play the clip.
What do you believe? What do you believe?
We're going to play the clip, and then we're going to find out.
No. What do you believe?
I believe in a lot of things.
It only has a minute left. Why are you being such a dick, Blue?
Why are you being such a dick?
How am I being
You
a
fucking
dick?
cut me off with the Greitens thing.
I didn't cut anybody off.
And now you're fucking like owning this thing. The whole homosexual thing. That's
Well-
like your thing now, your big topic.
Well,
Thanks a lot.
No problem. Blue.
Was Eric Greitens thing not fucking interesting enough?
listen.
You guys
It was
had to
pre-
fucking cut me
listen.
It
off.
was pretty interesting. I mean, he
Don't
tried to...
don't be so blue.
How am I not being blue? I mean, seriously.
I mean, I can kind of see both sides.
You want to talk about Aaron Greiton some more? We can talk about it.
No, we don't need to talk about Eric Greitens.
You stop talking.
No, I was still talking and you guys cut me off.
You have nothing
You guys
to say.
fucking cut me off. I was talking about Eric Greitens, then suddenly we stopped talking about Eric Greitens. Now we're on this now.
You have nothing.
What
to
the fuck?
You have nothing to say. You stopped talking, so we moved
No,
on to the next subject.
I had a lot to say. We can back up and we can talk about we can watch me talking about Eric Greitens. I was talking about Eric Greitens, and then suddenly we stopped the whole segment.
You have something else to say about it?
No, I don't have anything else to say about him because I don't know where I left off because we stopped talking about him.
I mean, I'll be honest. I mean, I'm not trying
What
to
the fuck?
I'm not trying to defend myself, but I mean, I didn't mind keep on talking about it, but he kind of cut it off a little bit. I mean, candy it's sweet, but it's
Candy-
it's bittersweet.
It's all my fault when you stopped talking, and I said,
How did I
okay,
stop talking? We can watch the segment where I was talking.
Yeah,
and
we can watch
figure
it.
out what happened.
You know what, Blue?
Why don't we go back?
You're not you when you're hungry. You need a slice of pizza.
No, I'm fine. I just want to know why we just stopped the Eric Greitens thing.
And I just asked
And I'm
you
kind of
if you
pissed off.
if you have
And
something
now-
else
and
you
now
want to
you're
say
saying
about
this.
it.
No, I did have something to say, and then I got cut off.
Well, you stopped talking.
No, I didn't stop talking.
You did stop talking.
I stopped talking probably because I was cut off. And then we moved on to Bill Maher.
So are we gonna finish this up, or are we gonna listen to Blue bitch all night about?
No, I'm not
stupid shit?
bitching because you want it your way every time we're on this show. You want to own the show.
This is the
It's
second.
this whole fucking alpha male thing with you, man.
This
All right.
is the second time
hold
I've
on.
been
I just
here.
want to start something.
You're fucking never comfortable unless you're owning shit.
Here's the thing. I will agree. Okay, I can
Fucking asshole.
I can see a little bit where you come from, Blue, but I can understand where he wanted to cut you off, or not even cut you off because
Why
you
is
know,
that? Because I was having an intellectual, like fucking some intelligent with detailed fucking analysis.
I mean, here's the thing. At the end of the day,
My second time on this show, and you think I want to own everything.
here's the thing. I will agree. I mean, yes, I am the host of the show, but you guys have just as much part of the show as I do. Yes, I like to say I'm the host because I feel special when I say that. But at the end of the day, you guys just have just as much input and knowledge.
Apparently, I don't. Apparently,
and
I don't.
power.
Apparently, I'm a second-class citizen on this show.
Well, maybe
And
you should
that's
start
fine.
acting like a first-class citizen. Then.
Oh my God!
Why? Why you're drinking your water over there?
It is good. I've been thirsty.
Yeah, I bet you.
All
have
right,
been.
guys. This
With your dry commentary.
Blue. Do you mind? Do you mind if we
Nice.
play the Bill Mayer
I
homosexuality?
don't care. I wasn't even
and
saying anything.
religious-
You asked me my opinion, so whatever.
I asked you the opinion of the what we were talking about gay stuff, and then you just blew up.
Well, apparently he knows about the gay stuff. He is he knows all about the topic, so let him talk about it.
All right,
We're all talking about it.
We only have about a minute left of this, guys. We were trying to talk about homosexuality and nature and so on and so forth. And yes, Blue did get accidentally, or what he thinks, and
I
what
think it's
what-
purposefully.
or purposefully cut off.
I think I need an apology from Nick over there.
What? Who's that?
His name's
I think I
Candy.
need an I'm sorry.
Epiphany.
I think I need an epiphany, an apology from Candy.
Candy.
Hey, Blue. I'm sorry that you have to act like such a bitch.
All right, guys.
I like that. I like that a lot.
Sorry, you can rebuttal.
I have no rebuttal. That's fine.
All right, guys. On that
let's do
note,
this.
we're going to talk about homosexuality and nature, and is it right? Is it wrong? Is it gay? Is it hey? Put it in your mouth. Whatever. We're going to finish this video, Bill Mayer, on homosexuality and
It's Bill Maher. Jesus.
I can't say it right.
Religious.
I can't say names right. All right, guys. Let's watch the rest of this clip, and we'll be good to go. All right. You guys are just fucking ridiculous. Oh God, the horse is laughing.
Have the best sex life of any other group.
But he wasn't gay.
God damn it! I forgot to pause. Fucking
I don't
John.
believe that anybody is gay.
I don't know, but honestly, if I just saw you like in a bar or something, I would say, and don't take this the wrong way, I would say, I think that guy's gay. You're good looking. You're neat. You know, you don't look like me.
Meaning?
I mean, meaning,
Oh God, Jesus Christ.
but
Ooh, he's hitting on him. He's kind of liking it.
All right. You know this was edited. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it looks like he wants to fuck.
I can't play the music in the background because we will be copyrighted by YouTube.
Can I come over and give
Yes.
you a hug? I hug everybody, so can I give you a hug?
No, that was not edited.
thank you
There,
very
listen to
much.
this.
Hey, you didn't have a heart on there, did
Can't
you?
do that.
Sorry. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
That was good, though.
When I was 17, my first girlfriend dumped me. And I was like sad in a way I'd never been sad. You know, your first dumping is the
All right. So, that's interesting. What do you guys think about that?
I think the guy is homosexual who doesn't think it's right, and therefore he's
So
he's against it.
The video clip we just witnessed is so we have Bill. What's his last name?
Bill Maher?
Bill Maher,
Maher.
and a guy who is affiliated with the church. How?
What, the converter? What was your question?
We're trying to make a synopsis for the viewers of what did we just watch?
The guy is a gay converter where gay people come to him who want to live the religious Christianity life and say, I don't want to be gay anymore.
Gotcha.
And he helps them through that, but they go back to being who they are. And it's because they're gay.
Wait,
Gotcha.
so what? You think that guy's gay?
Yes.
What do you think? Do you think that guy's gay?
If you want to be honest, if I just had to look at from the outside in, if I just got a good look at it,
Either that or bi.
oh yeah, he'd definitely take a dick and fuck some ass at the same time. But if I just had to look at from the outside in, walking down the street talking, he has a little bit like, ooh, he might be swinging a little bit the other way. He might give a little hand job, a little sucky, a little fucky here and there with another male. I mean, I don't mean that just to be stir up the pot, but I mean, I think he is stirring up that pot.
I think it's a travesty because all right, first of all, the assumption that people don't become homosexual through their environment, people do become homosexual because of their environment, of the way they're raised. It's not fucking you're born that way.
Okay.
It's very obvious. And I don't know why you don't fucking get it.
Whoa. Can you say that for
I
me
haven't
one
even
more
said
time?
anything.
Well, I mean, you think that guy, I mean, you're agreeing with Bill Maher because he edited the video that way.
Oh, the guy, you saw the same clip I did.
How do you know that guy was not confused at some point? I mean, seriously.
So that guy, I said that guy's probably bisexual.
I don't think so. It's this whole attack on Christianity that makes me fucking sick.
Yeah, well, I mean, why? What do you mean attack? Like, what's going on in Blue's mind?
Well, it isn't in Blue's mind. It's fucking in people's minds. Like most Americans who actually give a shit about our country's morality. Those are the people that matter, okay? And you guys are just trying to take this. You know what? I don't even want to talk about this shit. Fuck. Whatever.
No. You brought it up. Why don't you finish what you were saying and stop being a little bitch?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not being a little bitch. I'm trying to actually stand up for, Christians who I don't know the last 20.
No one said anything bad about Christians.
They've been
Blue.
stomped
Other than
on
they
left
suck
and
a
right.
mean dick.
They've been. I mean, they've been shit on left and right because why? Because they're fucking an easy target.
No, because they
Because
believe
they
in
don't
things that
believe in
are.
certain things?
They believe in something that's inanimate and that you can't prove, and that it's
so
magical.
What? So what?
First of
they
all,
do?
first,
does everybody got to shit on them because of that?
No, I'm not trying to take a dump.
who's shitting on him?
You are.
How?
Because you're making fun of that guy because you went to a fucking school to not be gay anymore.
First of all, I'm not making fun of that guy. I stated my opinion.
Real quick, hold on.
What if he wanted not be gay anymore?
Whoa, hold on, real quick. Let's not talk about what's right and wrong.
And just
but
say he's gay.
do you think there should be a school of turning
You're putting words in my mouth.
of
Blue.
gay people into not gay people? You think there should be a school for it?
I'm not saying there should be a school.
Oh,
I'm saying
no.
that there is a school and that there might be, some people.
No,
who
I don't
can
think
get help
there
for
should
it.
be a school. I think people should be who they are. And that guy should be who he is. Not try to make other people feel bad like he was in the clip just because they're not living the way he wants them to live, Blue.
He's got a friend named
Bill
Jesus.
Maher's making him feel bad. Bill Maher's making him feel bad, and people are watching this movie and they're
He said-
laughing.
he said in the movie- he
"Oh,
said-
this guy's a piece of shit because he didn't want to be gay."
He
Because
said
because he felt bad about being gay.
No. He said in that movie, you saw the same clip I did. He said men and women who are not secure within themselves, and then Bill Maher attacked him for it. So how is Bill Maher making him feel bad? He's pretty much lumping everyone in the category that is homosexual as being bad people, but they're not.
That guy is not lumping people in as being bad because they're homosexual.
He thinks it's wrong that he had experiences with men, and he's taking it out on everyone else who wants to live their life.
Well, maybe he had a bad experience doing that.
Real quick. So the converter, what you say, the guy that's for the church, the guy that used to be gay but isn't because he found Jesus, Candy. So he's trying to presently, or whenever this movie was made, he's trying to make people who are gay not gay. Right, I mean, essentially, and
people who come to him and say, "I don't want to live that lifestyle," he helps them with that. That's what he's basically saying. Yeah.
And you're saying that's okay, or that's not okay?
I'm not
Blue?
saying that that's wrong, Blue.
Wait, what was the question?
The guy that's trying to convert gay people into straight people. Do you
Yes.
think it's okay for him to do that, or you think it's not okay?
No, I think it's perfectly fine for him to do. Yeah, I do. Because people should have a decision on what kind of life they want to live. And the fact that he is getting criticized by this liberal fucking media, by Bill Maher and all these other fucking people,
Right.
I think is very wrong. And, someone needs to stand up to it.
Well,
and
you really don't make it easy,
there
now, do
aren't-
you, Blue?
there aren't that many people who stand up against this anymore because most people in the media, let's be fair,
Okay, let's be fair, Blue.
they don't give a fuck what people do anymore. They want people to become whatever. A long time ago,
Yeah.
I'm going back to the 50s.
Oh, here comes the rant, people.
I knew you were going to do that.
This is Blue's rant. Let's do it. Let's hear
well,
it.
are you going to cut me off this time? Or,
I'm not. I didn't
you're
cut you
probably
off
gonna
the
cut me
first time.
That's fine. Cue the music for whenever I get too boring for you.
That won't be long.
I'm sorry. Go ahead,
It won't
Blue.
be long. Like you guys are interesting.
I'm
Anyway, so we go back to the 50s when people were happy and, you know, there wasn't a crime. There weren't fucking shootings every fucking week. Why? First of all, why do you think there's shootings? Because people are fucking confused. You got kids who are confused. They don't know what's going on. They don't know how to think. They don't know what their identity is because everything's like, well, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. Because when you do that to a kid who has a mind that hasn't been actually...
But
I can't think.
But
When you're
Blue,
doing that.
you know, I mean, you got to think about it this way. What's more confusing, letting them, you know, letting them run free, or they think they finally
Run free. What does that mean? They do whatever they want to do.
They think
That's
that
very
okay
healthy.
okay let's just say they
very
think
healthy.
they finally identified themselves as being gay, as being openly homosexual,
Mm-hmm.
and then all of a sudden, whether it's from an outside source, a parent themselves, a converter says, I feel like you shouldn't be gay because you're going to go to fucking hell and you're going to die and you're going to fucking burn, motherfucker, if you don't become straight.
Good. That's fine. That's,
oh my God.
Is that not healthy? What about when you're being reared as a child? Doesn't your parents say
What?
When you're being reared as a child, when you're being raised as a child,
Okay, there we
doesn't
go.
your parents doesn't
Just, I won't even understand what I'm
Doesn't-
talking about.
doesn't your mom and or dad or nowadays the guy whoever happens to be living in the fucking house,
Damn.
don't they tell you, hey, if you don't behave, you're gonna be punished? Oh wait, no, they don't do that anymore. They don't do that anymore, and that's why kids are fucked up, and that's why there's fucking.
So you're
gun
saying if they did do
violence going on.
that, they'd be better.
Yes.
But at the same token, we're kind of talking about being gay, being homosexual, being sexually. You're trying to sexually advance with your same sex, right? So I don't think anything you're saying has to do with that, because my mother and
By
father.
the way, I have nothing against gay people. By the way, I have nothing against gay people. I love gay people, but at the same time, I don't have any issue whatsoever with religious people being against gay people.
Okay,
I personally am not against gay
I
people.
respect that. I don't personally 100% believe that, or I
Agree with it.
I'm not on the same side, but at the same token, so you feel like your parents not only they taught you right and wrong, not to wear a thong, okay, what to eat, when to go to school, how you're raised, but did they tell you, point blank multiple times every week or every month that you better not suck a dick tomorrow, Blue?
Well, I don't think a conservative family would ever
It's
say
not,
that.
No, it's not talked about. It's just morally wrong, because my family, or your parents were a mom and a dad. Their parents were a mom and a dad, so it's just natural. So maybe it's just not talked about enough, right? I mean, do you feel, or do you think I'm just being crazy?
You mean having preferences for the same sex?
It's not being taught enough.
Oh, you mean that people shouldn't be going after people of their own sex?
Right. I'm saying, do you feel like it's your parents' fault or the parents' fault or behind? Because we always teach we teach our kids what's right and wrong, essentially, right?
Mm-hmm.
And depending upon how they act for the rest of their lives dictates, essentially how we raise them. So do you believe it's the parents' fault that their kids are gay? That's what I'm asking you.
It's
personally,
society's
Blue.
fault. It's society's fault. Society has become unrecognizable from the way it was about 30, 40 years ago.
God, I have so many
unrecognizable.
I have so many amazing things I want to talk about because of that. What do you think, Kane? You got
Why
any
don't we
input,
talk
or you
about
want
it
to keep
then?
on going?
Well, I'm still just trying to, break down what Blue has been saying, but I believe everyone's entitled to their opinion, but if people are going to purposely make people feel bad for who they are and who they want to be, I don't think that's right.
Wait, whoa. Doesn't society do that anyway? If you want to do something, you're not supposed to do it?
Okay,
Some people in society
No,
do that,
it
but not
it
everybody.
happens all the time, but we put a little microscope on certain things. Certain things we need to take care of, but other things, it doesn't matter.
Let me tell you something, okay, Blue? All right? I can understand where you're coming from, even though a lot of it is just complete horseshit. But at the same time,
it's ironic that you
no,
said horse shit.
no one has the same. Nobody has the right to make people feel bad just because they're miserable as people, and they weren't loved as a child, or they're confused up in their own head, so they got to make.
They wouldn't be confused if they did things the right way.
No, they wouldn't be confused if they were raised the right way.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
if
wait,
they were
wait.
raised the right way.
Well, at least we can agree on that one.
All right. On that note,
I would never agree with you.
let's start this
Well,
segment.
you just did.
Let's
Well,
start.
you're an idiot.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
When you die, be sure to get cremated. Don't have an open casket with that nose.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay, well, hopefully you don't get buried in a barn with the horses.
All right, guys. So we are on our second. Sorry, hold on. Let me just take a 5-second here. We are on our second main segment of the night. We did talk about capital punishment. We took about a 15-minute commercial break, and we are talking about homosexuality. Is it natural? Is it right? Is it wrong? Blue.
Can we go to the other fucking topic?
No,
Kodai.
we're gonna get to it. You're close.
There's only one more topic, and it's movies.
Oh, well, we're going to disagree on that, aren't we?
So strike 3 for you.
This guy over here fucking sees Deadpool
All right,
9.
all right. Come on, guys. Okay, so first, I want to stick to this homosexuality. Is it natural? Is it right? Is it wrong? All right. What do you guys think? And we've been,
No, I don't think it's wrong.
Okay, well, let me ask the first question. Hopefully this answer is all the same. Is being gay a crime? Blue. Yes or no? Oh my God.
I can't wait
Okay,
for
no.
this answer.
No. You're allowed to say yes, no, or maybe. But I'm curious. Do you think sucking dick is a crime as a man?
As a man?
If you're a man sucking another man's dick, is it a crime? Because that's being gay.
So a man sucking another man's dick, you're asking me if that's a crime? You're asking me if that's a fucking crime?
Yeah.
Do you even have to ask me that fucking question? That is so obviously a crime. As a matter of fact, if I was in power, I would outlaw it right away.
No, I do not
It's
believe
sick.
it's a crime. I don't know what the hell's going on
and
with
it's
Blue
perverted.
over there.
It's sick and perverted.
Really?
Yeah, I think it is.
I mean, okay, here's the thing. So you feel like because you are the same sex and you have attraction, I want to go towards Candy's hand and mate with him. You feel like I should die, or I should be shunned for it. I'm not saying I want to be with Candy. I'm just saying
It's okay if you do. It's
I'm
not a crime.
I'll be honest. I mean,
might I say that I'm not personally against it, but I do 100% back up people who are against it, because it is high time for them to actually have their voice,
heard.
Okay, so we got his opinion on it.
Oh wow! Look at this guy trying to act like he's above the fray.
So we just asked Blue if being gay is a crime. He kind of said, kind of. Candy, what do you think? Is being gay? Oh,
sorry. I don't want to go to jail. Is the thing. I don't want to have to go the fucking prison. Which is where we're going.
Listen.
This point with freedom of speech.
Oh man, calm down, man.
Well, I'm not fucking calming down. This is
free
my
speech is right.
forum,
It's
and I think
okay.
I should be able to say whatever I want.
I mean, it's our forum. You can say whatever you want, and we can disagree and agree.
Well, actually, he just cut me off because you were asking me a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm making up for Eric Greitens earlier.
Well, I apologize, Blue.
All right.
Okay, fucking Candy.
All right. So the topic is homosexuality. A lot of angles. A lot of gay angles.
You were going to ask me a question.
Is being gay a crime, Candy?
Absolutely not.
Oh, it's not a crime?
No, it's not. It's people being who they are and who they want to be.
I want to get off your high horse.
Okay. Well. All right.
Okay, wait. I want to stop this real quick. The reason why Blue keeps on saying to Candy high horse and horse things is because Blue thinks that Candy looks like a horse, and Candy thinks that Blue has a very big, sharp nose.
I have
like a
I have
Jewish
a big
person.
I have a sharp nose. Are you guys anti-Semitic? 'Cause
No,
we can
I'm
bring
just
that one out.
commenting.
Oh,
Why don't we?
just
Why don't we bring
commenting.
that out instead of
Okay.
talking about me being anti-gay or something, which I'm not. You guys are anti-Semitic. I've been hearing Jew jokes the whole fucking night.
I mean,
Which
I'm
I
just
really
trying
appreciate.
to commentate.
I don't know.
Are you
when-
guys pro-Palestinian or something?
Easy.
Is that what this is about?
Easy.
Hey, you're the one
What is this
speaking
about?
all this bullshit.
Oh,
for-
what bullshit?
Okay,
It's the truth.
once again, is
Okay.
being gay a crime? You said absolutely not, right?
No.
I think being gay is not a crime at all. And it's not because I'm...
It depends on the state you live in.
what the
States
fuck?
States' rights. States' rights.
Okay, next question. What?
States' rights.
Did the music just stop in the background?
Hey,
Yeah,
Because
why
shut
don't
up.
why don't you start making...
Sean McGovern, the local artist that's playing the background music during the breaks in
Did
the
he
background
just
of our
cut the
show.
music off?
He had to because of you.
he was
Blue.
so sickened
oh,
by what he was
really?
hearing, he had
Really?
to stop singing.
10 years ago, you guys would be agreeing with me. You guys are a bunch of pussies.
On that note, let's go to the next question. Should you, meaning should gay people be treated differently by the government, meaning taxes, marriage, etc.?
No, they should have the same rights. They should be able to get married if they want to.
I'm a constitutionalist. I agree.
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just kind of surprised by that one.
Although gayness really is non-existent, so I don't even know what matters.
Oh my god.
It's all a matter of
I personally
mentality.
believe that I mean, as far as being married, you should be able to legally be able to marry anybody you want. Okay, as long as they're a human, for the most part.
Unless you're related.
What about a dog?
No, even related, I absolutely believe you should be able to.
So
It's fucked up.
So you can marry your sister if you want to?
Absolutely doesn't mean I have to fuck her.
Oh, come on. Why get married?
I don't have to. What's it called? Eloping. I don't have to elope afterwards.
Then why get
Well,
married?
you're supposed to.
I'm not trying to fuck my sister. I'm just saying.
So you're doing an I Now Pronounce You Chuck and Larry movie type of thing. You just want the benefits. Take advantage of it.
What do you mean the benefits?
You want, like, medical care, and you want insurance and everything like that.
I'll be honest. So, no, I don't believe in that. But the reason why my dead uncle, who died about 1.5 years ago, rest in peace, Terry.
Sorry.
I'll pour one out for you.
Okay, this got really
I
awkward.
thought you were being serious.
I know. That's what made it funny. Is how
how
it's kind of be funny and awkward. But really, I mean, the reason I think partially, and I'm pretty sure because I heard this from other family members, the reason why he got married to this woman, they were literally friends, and they weren't doing each other. They weren't really in a relationship, but she moved in just because of situations, and believe me, there was no foul play there. No foul play from either sides. And
You must
they
have been
got,
with them 24/7.
They got married because of it's a tax break. It's cheaper altogether.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean that was basically my question. So it was for the benefits.
It is for the benefits, but is it right or is it wrong to be able to marry any human that you want to marry, no matter who it is in the world?
I believe it's strange if you marry someone that you're related to.
How about a second cousin, someone who is technically related but not by blood?
Do you know that? Do you know if you're related,
I mean,
or do you find out later like Kevin Bacon?
no. Like meaning, okay, let's just say somebody, one of my cousins, the second cousin, right? Okay, so I'm in Alabama. I'm in Arkansas. It's a small town. We're just living life.
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
it's-
here we go,
I
making
thi-
fun of small town people. I like
So
that.
I think it's weird, CJ. And no, I don't think it's right. I think it's strange. But here's the thing. I don't.
Real quick, let me finish. So it's the small life, small town. You don't know many people. There's not that many. It's not like St. Louis where we live in. GoingDutchRadioNetwork.com people. St. Louis, Webster Groves people. Chat, comment, call us.
Especially the small town people are getting fucking ridiculed on this radio station because you like to stereotype small town people.
Okay,
It's time
anyways.
to move to
okay,
a bigger town.
So it's small town, whatever. Okay,
Yeah,
you find
please,
out
please move to a bigger
it's
town.
your
and get
second
respected that way,
cousin
because they're
beca-
so much better out here. They don't commit crimes.
I have a second cousin because of marriage, and technically they're related to me because of marriage. Do you think it's wrong for me falling in love with her, Candy? I'm just curious. I'm not saying it's wrong or right. I'm just asking you.
Do I think it's wrong?
It's not by blood. They're not technically truly blood related. So you're
sure
not going.
They are. It's you're pretty much saying that your dad's brother's daughter is who you want to marry.
So let me ask you this. This is actually pretty interesting because this is actually a fact, people. My dad and my cousin, or my dad's brother, my dad and my dad's brother married my mom and my mom's sister. So technically, that's wrong.
No, I never said it was wrong. I said it's weird.
So you think it's weird that my dad happened to marry my mother, which it was completely strangers at the time. So my mom married my dad at the time, and my dad's brother.
What relation?
Wait a second. Can I hear this again? What is this now?
I don't even know what the hell you're saying.
Wait.
This is why I've been asking you the whole time from the beginning, but now it's starting to get personal. Not like personal, but now you're starting to understand the situation. My dad married my mom.
Okay.
They are not related.
Okay.
Right.
My dad's brother married my mom's sister afterwards. So they were technically related.
Not blood relatives.
No.
Not blood, you're correct.
No,
I just asked you like 3 fucking times about that before. No, me.
No, that's not. No, that's not wrong. If
Oh, it's
they're
not wrong now, okay.
If they're shut up. Don't put words in my mouth. If
I'm
you're
not-
not, if you're not blood related, first of all, I don't give a shit if it's wrong or not. I don't care about other people's lives. They can do whatever the hell they want to do.
Okay, so he doesn't care. How about you, Blue?
What if people, like, I'm confused now. Is it if people can fuck their sisters?
Okay,
What the
first
fuck are we
off,
talking
let me ask you
about?
this: Can any human be in relations sexually with another human, no matter whether they're brothers, sisters, cousins, second cousins, not technically related, double switch back twice, whatever? What do you think, Blue? It's on you. Little boy Blue, he needed the money. Let's hear it.
Wow, that's a really hard question. I think if you're trying to conserve the good genetics, I think you should be able to marry within your family. Yeah.
Are you being serious?
Yeah, I'm being fucking serious. I think you should be able to do whatever you want. If you want to keep it in your family, then keep it in your family. You know what? Because once you deviate from that bloodline, I mean, God only knows what fucking happens. God only knows.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it in the family, I say.
Okay. All right. Interesting. So there's your answer to that one.
Holy fuck!
And a really and what pisses me off is that there's products of incest, people with like bigger heads and shit, and people like point and ridicule them, which makes me fucking sick. It's fucking terrible the way that they treat these kids, these children of incestuous relationships. A brother and a sister have a kid, and suddenly that's like a big fucking deal. What? Because the kid looks different from your kid? Is that a big fucking deal? Are we supposed to treat everybody the same way?
Let me ask you this. On that note, since you believe that a brother and sister, it's totally...
If it happens,
it's totally,
I don't condone
listen,
it, but if it happens, whatever.
Okay, so you think, if a brother and sister fuck
I don't believe
each
in
other
abortion.
just hardcore... So we'll talk about abortion later. So if a brother and a sister, get it on, you're like, whatever, it happened. I don't love it, but hey, this shit happens.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch.
Do you think that product of that conception, so that baby, you think it's better than normal?
It's going to have some problems.
You think it's going to have problems? No. He believes
In our
that
society.
in our society,
weird fucking society.
do you think they're better than normal society?
Weird society. They're already weird.
Because no, but he believes that
Shit.
incest is better. He thinks
Is it really
incest
that much
is
weirder?
Blue believes that incest is the best. So I'm just curious. I mean, do you actually believe
Here
that?
we go, putting words in my mouth.
I'm
slogans. Go ahead. I'm sorry, you're the host. Go ahead.
Do you believe that incest makes a byproduct, which is a baby, better than most?
Only God knows that. So
Okay.
so I'm not really one to make that judgment, am I?
Blue, you just turned to like a 960, which is like 3 times.
Turned into dark blue.
Well, sometimes
That's like Indigo, my friend. That's like fucking who's that one band I like? Indigo.
the Indigo Girls.
Indigo.
I don't listen to them because they're lesbians. So I don't do that.
I
What's it? So what's
what's that song called? Tool.
what?
Deep in Shades of Indigo. What the fuck's that song called?
Tool's one of my favorite bands. So
Who are you to wave your finger? You're so full of it.
The pot.
The Pot.
I like the Dave Clark 5.
With your weeping shades of chosen indigo. I'm sorry.
That's a good song.
It is amazing.
Tool's one of the best bands.
This fucking is. I would play it nonstop during this podcast, but we would never get views. So we're still talking about homosexuality, and fucking Blue is just, I mean.
All right,
I have good opinions that are sound and actually backed up by facts.
So real quick, do you think you're born being gay or not? Yes or no? Just yes or no.
No.
I don't know.
I don't think you're.
I don't know if you are or not.
No.
If I had to bet red or black, I'm gonna bet on red. I'm gonna bet you're born with it.
I do think it's very interesting how someone who has never been attracted to someone of the opposite sex, but so that's why I don't know. I think you could be, and also I think at the same time it's something that occurs in nature.
You can take pills and think the opposite way.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yep.
I don't think it's as easy as that. So, do you think? I guess, Blue. Do you think that you are raised to be gay? Like you're straight and you're raised to be gay, and that's why people are gays because they're raised that way by their parents.
I think it depends on what
or
happens during your childhood. If something happens during your childhood, that might actually
so you think
cause issues.
How you are raised influences if you are.
Does not influence everything. You can become a criminal if you're raised a certain way.
Right.
You can become an angel if you're raised a certain way.
I would actually have to agree with Blue on this. I think who you are as a human being depends on how you're raised. If you're raised in a good way or a bad way, and it's not bad if
I had
gay,
a son, I'd have him looking at posters
a fucking Baywatch
of chicks washing Lamborghinis. Hot chicks washing Lamborghinis with their tops off.
What?
Make sure,
Okay.
that shit gets done.
Yeah.
Okay, see, I absolutely, if I really had to guess, I feel like you're born with it. As far as are you raised to be gay? Absolutely not. I feel like no matter how you're raised, you can be a criminal, you can be a rapist, you can just be a fucked up individual and nasty person, a bad person, you're just a cuck. But at the end of the day,
most likely, though, bad people.
I feel like sexuality, though, is just one of those few things that are instinctual, meaning you are born, it's instinct. Like it, I don't know, like you can totally tell, like, and I might be wrong, and hopefully I am, hopefully I'm not, whatever, I don't care.
You're wrong.
But
Sorry.
like gay people, thanks Blue. I feel like, gay people, whether you're a woman or a man, and you're a man that likes to take dick and suck dick, and you're a woman that likes to eat carpet and scissor each other,
So bad.
What?
it's okay. And I feel like you
Well,
were
thank
born
you for
with
that,
it
CJ.
because it seems almost impossible unless you have these converters that try to convert these people, which I feel like they're never truly converted. I feel like at the end of the day, just like you said, even though this pastor who is trying to convert people to being from gay to being straight, who himself used to be gay, at the very end of the clip, you could tell he's a little gay. He wants to suck a little Bill Maher, or how do you say Bill
Maher.
First of all, if you're sexually attracted to men, I don't think that's ever going to go away.
Well, here's
Right.
what I don't understand is this argument that genders are learned at birth, so therefore they're insignificant. But then
Gender is learned at birth.
So why is not your sexuality learned at birth?
I believe it is learned at birth. That's what I'm saying.
Through the way you're raised.
So you think gender is through the way you're raised? Is that what you're saying,
I believe
Blue?
so. Yes. I totally believe that.
What the fuck, guys? This is Going Dutch Radio Network. I'm gonna plug right here. We are live every single Saturday night, roughly 8:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. Central. We're gonna start doing our live podcast every Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central, starting next Saturday. You can watch us live all the time, and please look up our archived podcast, youtube.com, facebook.com. Please like and subscribe us, and go on our website, goingdutchradionetwork.com. And to the camera's right is going to be Blue, who turned into somebody totally fucking different.
Dark blue.
No, I'm not different.
Indigo. We should
I'm
call him
not
Indigo.
different. I fucking make sense.
And to the camera's left is Candy. This is his second appearance.
Hi.
And
He has my headphones on, by the way.
it actually does say Blue on it. And it's funny because we talked about how we shouldn't have labels, and literally
Blue
there's a label on that.
One of your friends going to call in.
I don't know.
I'd really like to talk to them.
Wildcard, if you're listening, please
Yeah, the
Please.
show's almost over. Wow.
come on.
Call
Wild
us on
card.
Facebook. Just go to the messenger chat and hit that little phone tab and give us a call. We want to listen. Last but not least, I want to talk about a few more things with homosexuality because I feel like Candy
I
is
made my
sick of it,
statement.
or I feel like Candy's just kind of staring at himself. Oh, Candy. Oh.
Excuse me.
It got awkward. Whoa. Hello. Okay. Do you believe, Blue, that and because I don't want to say picking on you, but I really want to ask you the questions because I feel like there's a lot of animosity and a lot of controversy.
Shoot.
Do you feel like there is homosexuality in nature, meaning in mammals, reptiles, birds?
I think they're confused because of the way that they're raised. Does anybody ever consider how a bird is raised or how a lizard is raised? Do they not think that they have bad lizard mothers or bad bird mothers? Everybody thinks that nature is very ABC 1, 2, 3, but they're not. There's good raising birds and bad raising birds. It's the same with humans. The weak ones end up becoming, the other way.
I would actually have to agree with Blue on that one.
What the fuck is going on here? Go on,
Oh,
Candy.
stop with your fake outrage.
No. Hold on.
I'm being outraged. Are you being
No,
serious?
Blue.
Right, come on.
Blue makes a
Ridiculous.
good point. If there's bad birds out there, I mean, we should be aware of it. Oh my God.
Okay, so there has been 5 major studies since 1981. I know, Blue. Oh, where do those come from?
Studies.
Studies. People studying.
Probably a bunch of guys fucking each other in the ass.
No. One major study out of 1,500.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
Yes. So one major study out of 1,500 different species of animals states that an average of almost 20%.
Why are they watching? Why are they watching?
They're
by
trying
the way,
they're trying to get a good look at
were
it.
they getting off on it?
They're trying to study. That's what humans do.
Okay, that's
they are
fine.
curious
Whatever.
and maybe bi-curious. But at the end of the day, one major study states that 1,500 different species of animals, they on average have 20% of that species. On average, out of 1,500, the average is 20% of any given species of the 1,500 different species that they tested engage in homosexuality.
Okay. So.
Next topic. So we're going to talk about
So.
movies.
Okay.
I'm kidding. No, I'm joking. No. Okay. I feel like we should take a mini break.
Oh no. Come on.
I gotta pee. That's the only reason why.
Well, then I'll carry on the show till you get back. I'm going to talk about Deadpool.
Okay.
I want to talk to Blue here anyway. A little one-on-one.
Real quick. This is Sean McGovern. He's a local native artist. He sponsors our show. His name's Sean McGovern. He's from the original band Paint the Earth. He was super popular. He's even played at the pageant back when it was called Mississippi Nights, people. This is Sean McGovern. It smells like Jesus.
We could take a little mini break.
No, it's okay. Hey, if it's okay with Candy, it's okay, right?
I don't
Apparently?
care. Whatever. Yeah, we can. I'm not going to disagree with everybody on everything.
All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We are
No,
live.
it's not. This is not live.
All right, guys. We honestly are live. I'm not lying. I swear to Allah. We are
Yeah.
live every single Saturday night at 8:30 to 9 p.m. Central. Please go on our Facebook page, Going Dutch Radio Network. And please go on our website, goingdutchradionetwork.com. We're going to go on a mini commercial break because Candy is going to get real mad if he doesn't get home on time. Oh, God, he's just going to get hangry and angry. He's going to chow down some pizza, and I am too. This is Going Dutch Radio Network, guys. Please listen to our podcast every Saturday night. Please chat with us. Please subscribe and like us on Facebook. We'll be right back, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. We'll be back in about 10 minutes.
I'm not falling, I'm just getting started, and I'm finally on my way. This is the end of the old time, and that good luck feeling is what I'm feeling. And I woke up in the morning today. Could be the sunshine in my eyes, could be you right by my side. Things are looking up today. Things are looking up today. much on my mind. With every step I take, I'm one step behind. And I can't wait forever to make things right. We're separated all day, distracted at night. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. All my friends are into reliving the past, trying to return to times they've already had. But I am looking forward to something that's new, spending all my time just getting close to you. And I'm hoping that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Heaven help me, I've got too much on my mind. Doing all I can, I'm working all the time. But the weight's so heavy, it's bringing me down. I need someone to come get me off of the ground. And I'm guessing that you are feeling the same way. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. Let's run the red light before it gets too late. I don't wanna deal with contradiction. I've got my narrative, I've got my fiction. You could say anything you want, I would listen. Oh, I wish you'd kiss me by surprise. Say you love me, then roll your eyes. I am a slave to the situation, to the point where I've lost all patience. I can't deny just what this is and what this isn't. Come on, tell me something. A word to the wise. Tell me you need me, then roll your eyes. What's worse than wasting time? Feeling nothing. Come on, say the words though. They may be lies. Say you love me. Tell me you love me. I need you to love me. Then roll your eyes. Roll your eyes. Roll your eyes. No, it's not gonna end this way. No, it's not gonna end this way. When I woke up, my first thought was, when could I go back to bed? Then I got up could one man be so brave? Tell the people that they're not slaves. Be a symbol, light of hope, down the darkest, lonely roads. Be the reason, though they fear, they will stand up, they will cheer. This is love. This is love. This is love, love, love. And I am so thankful for all that you have done. And I am so thankful for the songs that you have sung. I'm so thankful for your love. He was one man in a crowd, not afraid, shout out loud, speak his mind, to tell the truth, give example to the youth, bring together clashing sides.
My name is Sean motherfucking McGovern. All right, guys. We are back. The main man that you just heard, that amazing voice, that is Sean McGovern. He's a local artist in St. Louis. Please look him up. He's on iTunes, people. Sean McGovern. All right, guys, we are back from our second commercial break. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Welcome back. We talked about a little bit of controversies, capital punishment, homosexuality. Is it right? Is it wrong? Is it gay? Is it hey? Is it natural? But next, our next segment is going to be movies. On a lighter note, to end the show, let's talk about it a little bit.
Deadpool 2. I just saw it yesterday. I recommend you guys see it. It's really funny. Everyone always asks, is it better than the first one? I would say it's pretty similar. It's just as funny. I really don't know if it's better than the first one. I'm going to have to watch it again, but you will enjoy it. In fact, I just bought Deadpool, the first one, on Amazon today, so I can rewatch it. And I know Blue's going to say something over there because of how he views comic book movies, but it really doesn't matter what he says because I like what I like.
Wow.
Apparently it doesn't matter at all because everybody's seeing these movies. Everybody's going out to see the Avengers...
Infinity War.
Infinity War.
Which was great.
Right. I mean, supposedly, I haven't seen it yet, but go on.
Is that a sequel to another Avengers movie?
I think it's the third or fourth one.
Is this not fucking ridiculous? Does anybody not see how ridiculous this fucking is? I mean, seriously, what the fuck is going on?
Blue, what do you mean? Like,
have
what's
you even
ridiculous?
seen the trailer for Deadpool yet? Dude?
Yeah, I did see the trailer. I saw it.
Well, maybe you need to see it again to see how good it is.
I saw
instead of judging things all the time like you always do.
I saw the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I
And?
need to see the second one?
Yes.
Do I really need to see the second one?
Yeah, Blue, you do. You need to be open-minded when it comes to things like this. Movies.
Wait,
it's a good movie. It's entertaining.
Wait, real quick. How did you think the first Avengers was?
Wait, the first... No, I never saw the first Avengers. I saw the first Deadpool.
Oh.
I never saw the first
We're talking about
Avengers.
Deadpool.
Sorry, people.
Play CJ, play the trailer for Blue again.
I can't wait to see it.
All right, guys. We are about to play a trailer.
Citizen Kane, ladies and gentlemen.
This is
Here we go.
Deadpool motherfucking 2.
Yeah.
Let's get a good look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I can't. I literally can't play the song in the background. We'll get copyrighted by...
I shit my pants.
Actually, that may have been me.
Oh, you're living the dreams, TP. Yeah. Devil may care attitude.
DP.
Strong thighs. Beautiful girlfriend.
Sorry I'm late. I was rounding up all the gluten in the world and launching into space where it can't not hurt us ever again.
Deadpool 2, folks. Ooh.
Sex, jokes, and violence. Everybody go see it.
What in the foxicle is
And
this?
James, or Josh Brolin, sorry. The son of James Brolin.
I'm here for the kid.
The kid?
Move or die.
Kids give us a chance to be better than we used to be.
Should I fast forward or? Yeah.
It probably doesn't matter.
I think we get the gist of it.
All right, we
Yeah.
got the gist of it, people. That was the trailer for Deadpool 2. And apparently, Candy, he's going to give us a short synopsis of his review.
How many stars, Candy?
No, real quick. How many stars would you give Deadpool the original?
Ooh,
I'd give them both 3 out of 4 stars.
3 out of.
So 3 dicks out of 4?
Mm-hmm.
Are they hard? Are they hard dicks?
Well,
or
it gets
soft
harder
dicks?
as it gets harder as
It's just a very fun, entertaining movie. Lots of jokes, lots of action, lots of laughter, and good, meaningful story line. There is a twist in it. I will not tell you what that is, but be sure to go see it because it's freaking amazing.
Do we plan on seeing a third Deadpool?
I think so.
I'm not going to tell
Are
you
we-
that.
It depends on how much it grosses.
I'm not going to tell you that because
And
something
everybody will see the third one.
something happens at the end that might not have one, but we'll see.
Is it the Green Lantern screenplay rating?
No.
Okay.
So overall, Candy, I mean, if you thought it was definitely worth seeing. It was definitely worth it.
It was a good movie. I mean, it was entertaining and it was funny. You guys will like it. Go check it out.
Deadpool 2, folks. Candy,
no.
Candy approves, and if Candy approves, you should go see it.
Next movie on my list
Kids,
is Jurassic World 2.
Don't see a stupid fucking movie. Oh, Jurassic World 2. Well,
Yeah, that's right, man.
those fucking guys in Hollywood, they're geniuses.
Yeah, well, there's
Wow,
a lot
they're
of,
really coming up with original storylines.
There's a lot
Jurassic
of
World 2. Wow.
Okay, that's
the
enough,
best
Blue.
we can fucking do.
Okay, so what was the first Jurassic World about? I mean, is it just a synopsis of like the
Wasn't that a
original?
sequel to Jurassic Park?
It was.
I'm sure.
Kind
Wow.
of. Jurassic World,
Holy
the first
shit.
one, if he would shut up over there,
Oh, really?
is
Wow.
about two
Please
kids
tell
going
us
on
what it's
vacation
about.
to a like an amusement dinosaur
Oh, like the first one
Where
in
thi-
'93?
where things go wrong.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no!
It's amazing.
Okay.
Sorry, go on.
You know what?
Genius.
All right,
No,
all right, Candy.
Blue, be quiet. I mean, seriously.
shit.
all right, please give us a synopsis. Because
I just gave you the synopsis.
Well, we haven't heard it before, so please give us a
Wow.
synopsis.
Two kids go on vacation to
Okay.
a park with dinosaurs. Stuff goes wrong.
Okay.
Things happen. Dinosaurs come after people. I haven't seen Jurassic World 2 because it's not out yet.
Well, we'll be, and we're gonna go see it, right? Are
I
we
mean-
are we gonna get tickets ahead of time?
We are.
I don't feel like Blue's going to,
I
but I
fucking
mean, I
can't
might.
It's a 6-minute preview.
I can't wait. Well, let's watch
Well,
it.
we can't watch 6 minutes.
Let's
but
watch
people-
the
Are
first
you
couple.
sure?
Let's watch the trailer for Jurassic World 2: Fallen Kingdom. Final trailer 2018.
I can't wait.
She's tracked. Okay.
Did a robot direct this one?
No.
Oh, I'm
Jeff
surprised.
Goldblum's in it. Your favorite person.
I love Jeff Goldblum.
Please feel free to critique the trailer. I love it.
I don't know if I can.
It's okay.
Wow, they look real.
It did. Great special
Oh,
effects.
wow.
11 species.
All right, guys, we are critiquing Jurassic World 2, the trailer.
She has no tits. I didn't see any tits there.
She's good looking.
What could go wrong?
Is that Ron Howard's
It is.
daughter?
Did you say Hey Blue?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It does. It does kind of look like Jeff or Blue. Sorry.
It did have a big nose.
Look at that beak.
Oh, that was perfect.
That was perfect, people.
It was all a lie.
It's Blue.
Man who proved raptors can follow orders.
That's why I wanted to show the trailer because
Well, it has your brain.
I
apparently.
definitely believe in evolution after looking at that dinosaur when it comes to Blue.
Well, your brain is probably smaller than the raptors. So
That's
I just
for
wanna let you
debate.
know.
Man, that is one big beak. Blue can definitely relate.
Oh my God.
Hey, why don't we play?
Okay, all right. We're gonna stop this right here. So
we-
apparently there's some a little bit of animosity.
Why?
love using the-
Because I don't like a stupid child movie that you want to go see.
It's
I
not
know-
a child movie.
Is
it's
that
actually
where it's
pretty
coming from?
intense.
You
Oh, it's
guys-
pretty intense.
The
you guys-
dinosaur's name is Blue. At
Didn't it
least
come out in
we-
'93?
you know.
I mean, you guys want to hash it out.
You want to see Seabiscuit too? 'Cause
dinosaurs.
you're the fucking star of
Dinosaurs
it.
are not extinct. There's one at the table. His name's Blue.
Okay, horse teeth. Whatever, Seabiscuit.
Oh my God!
Do you see the Preakness Steaks today? You're the star of it.
Okay.
Oh my God!
That was rude.
This is Going Dutch Radio Network, people. Apparently, we might lose some of the crew again. Part deux. All right,
No,
so
we're not gonna react
So
like
you
that.
guys were kind of bitching at each other about movies and segments and
He's defending
politics.
bad movies, and which I understand because he likes good movies.
I know
occasionally.
I know you're a John Carpenter fan. What do you think about the new Halloween movie coming out?
I haven't seen it yet. I don't know what to expect.
Well, the trailer's not available, and you can take off the list of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because that didn't come out until the summer of 2019. So, Quentin Tarantino is working on Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I just can't believe the Raptor's name was Blue. I mean, that was a really unfortunate thing.
Well,
to
they know what
happen.
they're looking at. So, Brad Pitt, Leonardo
I have a very
DiCaprio.
nice nose. It's a Roman nose, by the way. That's
Trying
what
to
they
talk
call
about
it.
Once Upon a Time.
Well, you
in
keep talking about my
Hollywood.
nose. I want to actually, have some input on my nose.
Okay, no.
It is a Roman nose.
So
That's what it's
Candy likes to make fun of Blue's nose because it's I guess
it
it's
is a
big.
longer than normal nose, but it's a straight nose, whereas you have kind of a puggish nose.
I do. It's cute.
So I mean, people's noses. What are we supposed to do? I mean, I have a longer nose. I mean,
You know what, Blue?
What do you want me to do?
You've
It's
been
a sign
doing-
of intelligence.
I don't know what happened to you, but last week you were okay, but now you're dark blue. You see a dinosaur that looks like you, and then you get all hostile because I said that.
Well, if we're
It
watching
looks like
a
you.
preview for Seabiscuit 2, you'd probably get hostile too.
Well, horses look better than dinosaurs.
I mean, they are more advanced technically. Otherwise, they'd still be alive.
They're still
but,
being ridden by humans.
Okay.
A dinosaur used to destroy a human.
Well, there's.
So I think that a dinosaur is actually better than a horse.
I don't know about that because horses aren't extinct. I mean, even though you're the only dinosaur left, that doesn't mean anything.
No, believe me, when a dinosaur gets ready, a dinosaur gets ready. But a horse, they don't do anything.
Okay.
They run in a race.
All right, guys.
Big fucking deal.
On that note, we just gave a little bit synopsis of Jurassic World 2. We played the trailer for Jurassic World 2. We played Deadpool 2. We played the trailer for that. And Candy says he gives 2 thumbs up on Deadpool 2. Definitely go see it. It's definitely worth it, right, Candy?
Definitely go see it
Yes, it is worth it.
And I guess to Blue, Blue thinks that anything Candy says is bullshit from how the way he said it.
No. No, I agree with Candy on a lot of things. But these fucking movies that are coming out, I don't know.
Yeah, well.
What side are you on, man? I mean, seriously.
I'm on the side of good taste, not the
Good
little
taste.
tiny lotion thing that you got there.
Good
to
good
lotion that
taste.
nose.
Let's see. Deadpool 2 is good taste. I mean, what the fuck is that?
Blue, you do have a tiny bottle, which I'm holding right now, of a bottle of Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Nose Lotion, it says. Daily,
No.
24 hours.
Wait. So that's all you guys got is to make fun of my nose the whole night? That's really all you got? Because
No.
that's pretty cheap.
No, I'll
That's
think of
very
something else.
cheap.
I'll think of something else for
Very
next
cheap.
week.
I can make fun of both of you on a lot of things.
Let's hear it.
So I don't even want to get into
bashed.
it. We want to have the radio show end eventually so little Nicky can get his nappy. He wants to get his nappy.
That's true. So
He can get
play
his
us out,
sleepy
please.
weepy.
All right, guys. So we talked about capital punishment, and god damn did we fucking feud about that.
Where's the beer tasting? What the fuck happened with
That's going to be next week.
Yeah, apparently
I'll come up with something.
We only do it bi-weekly. Kind of like bisexually, which leads into our next topic that we talked about, which was homosexuality in nature. Is it okay? Is it not okay? Blue fucking, I mean, wow, there's a lot of animosity there. I mean, people watch this podcast. We're live every single Saturday night, 9 p.m.-ish Central. Please like us on Facebook and look up our YouTube videos. I greatly appreciate it. All right, guys, to play us out, you know what? First, let's talk about this. Next week's topics. This is at least what we're going to talk about.
Religion again?
Religion in general. Just religion.
Just religion.
Just fucking religion.
That'll be our
Plain
first
religion.
topic. Plain religion.
It's gonna be godly.
No, anything other than Christianity is bullshit. So I hope you guys enjoy.
well,
that
we'll
one.
save those thoughts for next week.
Yeah.
On that note, guys, we are Going Dutch Radio Network. Please watch us live every Saturday night. To the right of me on the camera is Blue, the extremist.
How am I extreme? I'm not extreme. I'm normal. Normal people. Remember, the extreme now is normal. It was normal 25 years ago. 25 years ago, I was normal. Now suddenly I'm extreme because a bunch of fucking weirdos took over this fucking country. Thank you. That's all I got to say.
Okay.
To the left of me is Candy. If you want to talk a little bit about anything you want for the next minute or so.
Well, I don't know what's wrong with Blue. He's getting really dark over there about being normal. He's anything but normal. His views are insulting, and he knows it. So that's all I'm going to say.
All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network, and of course, my views. I like to be on both sides, but I'm always a little bit liberal. I like to be. I can't say this because I cannot say words right. Philanthropist. How do you say that?
Philanthropist?
Philanthropist.
Philanthropist?
That's awkward.
Philanthropist.
All right, guys. To play us out, this is Bill O'Reilly. He's going to play us out to end the show. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Thank you guys for listening. Any last thoughts? Anything? Any words?
You should make fun of Bill O'Reilly. He's actually a decent journalist.
I would agree with that on that one.
Yeah.
But next week, we got some things to talk about.
All right, guys. We will see you guys next Saturday night at 8 p.m. Central. That's right, guys. 8 p.m. Central. We are going to go live in St. Louis of Missouri. All right, guys. Bill O'Reilly is going to play us out. Have a good night.
That was good. I don't know whatever it is, it's not right on a teleprompter. I don't know what that is. I've never seen that.
No, there is. We are going to do Sting, yeah.
Okay, but now I can't read it. There's no words on it.
Okay. Sure.
There's no words there. To play us out. What does that mean? To play us out.
Sting is going to do. It's a video. Sting video.
What is
for credits?
I don't know what that means. To play us out. What does that mean?
Don't forget, guys. Please like and subscribe on Facebook. Have a good night, guys. We'll see you next Saturday.
To end the show?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, go.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it.
Okay. In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. And we will leave you with a. I can't do it.
Okay.
We'll do it live.
Okay. No.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it, and we'll do it live.
Right.
Fucking thing sucks.
In 5, 4, 3.
That's tomorrow, and that is it for us today. I'm Bill O'Reilly. Thanks again for watching. We'll leave you with Sting and a cut off his new album. Take it away.
All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network podcast number 9. That's right. Going Dutch Radio Network podcast motherfucking 9. We will be live next week at exactly 8 p.m. Central. That's right, guys. We are Going Dutch Radio Network. We talk about controversies, conspiracies, and good old politics. So, this is the end of the show, guys. We appreciate it a lot. So, this is Sean McGovern to play us out officially. I know Bill O'Reilly kind of played us out, but Bill O'Reilly really played us out. But Sean McGovern is really going to play us out. He's a local native artist. He'll be playing every single week forever. Look him up on iTunes. Sean McGovern. All right, guys. This is Going Dutch Radio Network. Please subscribe to us and like us on Facebook. Please, for the love of God. And look up our archive podcast on YouTube and Facebook.com. We are Going Dutch Radio Network, guys. And have a good night.
I'm not stalling, I just got the calling. I'm up and on my way. I'd hit the clock if I had to, but the way I'm feeling would be stealing. Missed out on the day. Could be the sunshine in my eyes. Could be you right
See you guys next Saturday.